Invited Rock. He's playing Spartan Seb now, right?
Yep. Seb already beat him, didn't he?
Fucking mopped him, yeah.
Revenge of Rock.
And Seb's in the 2v2.
He's only playing customs though. He can quit. Alright guys, and we are back. You just saw on the other stream Rock Generation take down Xavier the Goat 2-1 to make his way back into these losers finals, and he gets another shot at EOD.
Wait, are we live?
Delay, but yeah.
Alright, make sure the overlays are set and everything.
The
Make sure
overlays,
your settings
the
didn't
overlays are
reset
set
randomly.
lethal. They haven't reset lethal. They're all fine.
I don't know,
lethal.
man. You know, I don't know. Just making sure, man. Oh yeah, he stacked his main. Wow, what a game, man. I feel like this should have been over a long time ago. I asked for Rock's fan, but he hasn't replied. I'm sure he'll hit you up. So this is a best of 3.
Yeah.
Can you let Rock and Seb know?
Ah, my mouse. Oh my god, Seb's playing through that game. What the fuck?
No, he backed out already.
There he is.
Yep. Now he's sticking on their bands. He can only do one thing at a time. What did he ban against Rock? Cutter?
Yeah. Okay, Rock Band Desi.
I'm spamming the fuck out of that Bastion.
And Seb Band Cutter.
Alright, get my intro queued. What's the map pool?
Rift Bedrock Frontier.
Rift Bedrock Frontier. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. We have finally finished up losers bracket semis there as we move into losers bracket finals. Rock Generation finally beating Xavier in a best of 3. He's going to take that series 2-1. Moving on to losers bracket finals where he square off again once more against EOD Spartan Seb. We watched him play a best of 5 back in winners bracket 2 here. We're now jumping on board in losers bracket finals. Here's Rock Generation versus EOD Spartan Seb in a best of 3 standardized maps once again. Again, guys, we are playing the Europa Halo style rules. Those are going to end up going as follows: 1 ban per player. That's going to be Desi and Cutter. No repeats, 45-minute game timer, 45-second DC rule. We kick things off here in a best of 3. Game number 1 is going to go down on Rift. Liam, good sir, how are you after this long, eventful day?
That's a weird question.
Sounds great. Sounds great, Liam. Let's get those hot predictions in, bud. I want to hear some numbers. What's the numbers going to be?
Well, I said last time Rock Generation was going to kill Seb 3-0. It didn't actually work out that way. Seb did manage to be that, but Rock has clawed his way back to the losers finals. And now he's warmed up, ready to party. He's going to win this 2-0.
I'm going to have to concur. He is definitely playing some Rock Generation style gameplay here. So I'm going to have to agree with you with that 2-0 projection there. Did you tell Sebastian who his ban was?
I did indeed. Both players are aware of the bans.
We are now waiting on Rock Generation grabbing some water, trying to hydrate, get his liquids back in his system. As the big man himself tries to retake on Spartan Seb in the losers bracket. The best of three, mates. This is all for the money on the line. Loser of this is going to take third. Second's going to move on to the grand finals.
Two players in their natural habitat.
Who is going to win in this best of three series? We'll find out here in the moment. Both players in the natural habitats. Rock Generation nice and warmed up after defeating his opponent there, Diverse View. Holy shit!
Guns fired
right
straight out with the hot leaders on the press here.
Shit. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, losers bracket finals here in this World Series thrown on by Europa Halo. If you'd like to follow any of their social medias, exclamation point, and follow it with that YouTube, Twitter, Discord. And as if you like the content coming on here, you can subscribe. And don't forget to follow. But again, this is losers bracket finals, best of three. Sebastian opting in for Yap Yap. Rock Generation opting in for Anders. I don't think I've seen Rock Generation play Anders yet so far, so we'll kick things off here with the solid Rock, who just came off of a hot series versus Savior. He's going to open up double supply, or actually, yeah, double supply bat and a Jackrabbit.
There you finished.
Yeah, wait on you, bud.
Alright, and over in the blue, we have a single harvester so far from EOD. Wouldn't surprise me if he sets down another one very shortly, but this tournament, watching him, he has been delayed in slightly with his pads going down in the placements. A lot of fodder coming out from him, and he's going to be spreading himself thin all over the map.
Looks like Rock Generation's already a little burnt out here. Originally opened up a double supply bat Jackrabbit. Halfway through the Jackrabbit queue, realized that he's playing Yap Yap, canceled it for a Marine, so we got a late third Marine there that's actually trying to secure that back. Mini has secured his side wing there. He's going to open up a triple supply pad here. Like I said, he did have a small goof there with that Q, unQ, and then Q. And Sebastian doing a great job fanning out here, challenging for both minis. Going to realize that both of those are taken. He's going to get a scout knowing that triple supply pad was taken.
Yeah, from both players, triple supply pad. Seb has left his back mini exposed. There's no units around there as of yet to be able to take that, but I'm sure a fodder will be working his way over there. That is a weird mine placement from Spartan Seb over on the right there. It's not exactly on the power, so that Marine from Rock will be able to collect all the power on the right. It looks like he's going to be collecting it all on the left as well.
Again, Sebastian he hasn't played for the last hour or so. It looks like he's playing some customs. He might not be as tuned into ones as Rockgen. Like I said, he just finished beating Savior in a best of three. And all of those games went beyond 20 minutes. Some definitely great content there if you want to go back and rewatch it. Sorry, I'm fumbling over my own words. I'm trying to warm back up here. But Rock Generation opting in for Barracks on the main and Armory off to the side. Next, we're going to see some standard gameplay coming out of Rock Generation. A nice leader, some flamers, probably some Marine nades. He's going to push up here and challenge in T1.
Yeah, and from Spartan Seb, we're actually seeing a double generator going down on the main base with a raid camp on the on the mini base with heavy grunts coming out by the looks of things.
I think your mic settings changed because you sound so different than earlier.
What, on the stream?
Me and you. I haven't checked the stream yet.
Yeah.
You sound like your normal mic gameplay. You don't sound like
Nope.
The crispy.
Nothing's
Crispy
changed.
maybe you're just far from it. Maybe you're nice and relaxed. Maybe that's what.
I
it
was
is.
sitting back a little bit,
Double
yeah.
Yeah. Check the vibes. Check the vibes. Again, double generator play. And it looks like we're seeing a Rax off to the side. Heavy Grumps mixed in as well. Interesting coming out of Spartan Seb. He knows he's playing against an Anders. Anders is already Spartan's on the field, opting in for a double generator.
Here we go, the classic methane wagon on leader point 2 coming out with the heavy grunts. Now, just remember the Spartan as well, because he's got a Spartan, they can steal and hijack those methane wagons, and it's definitely worth it because of the debuff buff that they give, and they're very costly as well. And if you can keep the Spartan alive, you can just keep hijacking methane wagons, and it can be really costly for you, yeah.
Well, I will mention that Large Godzilla did invent a strat where you go heavy grunts.
Oh, the slam! He didn't get the hijack though.
Yeah.
I think he was aiming for the hijack,
Yeah,
but he completely missed it there.
I don't know. Those heavy grunts definitely melt that Spartan.
Now that Spartan's running with his
taking
tail
a
in between
hijack.
his legs
He's
while his heavy
gone.
grunts are chasing him down. He knows the
He's
slam.
hiding behind
He's
the
not
turret.
up. He's gone.
Gotta run away. Got one node under his belt. It's got a second generator. He's about 400 power away from being in T2. He's just gotta preserve these units as Anders, as they will transition into T2 upgrades, which will make him that much scarier. And this Spartan is still being chased down. His shield cannot come back up because he's getting mained down by the methane dragon. He's gonna run back into the group.
Oh, he didn't have hijack. He's just researched hijack now. That's why it failed. He's going to run onto a man. He does see it though at the last second.
Rock
the
Generation
hijack is
freaking
back
out
up.
here. This is very unorthodox gameplay.
Yeah, Rock just needs to get into
Cannot
Tech 2.
steal
That
that wagon.
Anders Power Spike is very good against Yak Yak with Dispersion Nozzles, that leader. Trying to get into Kodiaks, but the Spartan is getting chased all the way around the map.
The
It's like
focus
a chase of
Michael
cat and
Jordan,
mouse.
Adam Seb. Oh my god.
Oh, his units went around the turret there. The methane wagons are getting
Oh,
blocked.
They got jumbled up. He's gotta jump off this ledge. and
Yeah,
get
he
away.
could jump off the ledge, but he's still running away.
How he was
Just
cute.
constantly
T2.
chasing him.
Lot of micro going on.
Yeah,
Like I
around the
said,
next
he's able to
corner.
get T2. He's got
Starting to get some distance.
down.
And the Spartan does finally make it out alive.
Bastion is 15 seconds out from being T2 as well. All of his pads are upgraded at home. His eco's looking fantastic. We are seeing Rock Generation in the background actually micro around and take 3 nodes. Get a sneaky expo off to the side.
Douglas, Sierra 4-2,
Like
under
Sebastian's
attack.
gonna decide to expo at the exact same time. Both players in T2 pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, Amory comes up on that back mini as well, so rocket launcher's already 10 seconds out. That's going to be the buff that this hero needs. Just need to get him healed up though, and air pad is the first thing that actually goes down on the main base.
Yeah, he's got to get him healed up. Eventually, the barracks will roll in.
That's a
behind
good
that.
use of a Sentinel Swarm going down on EOD's Expo. That's going to put in a lot of damage onto that base. With Douglas here as well with a rocket launcher, Seb's going to have to destroy that. And the greedy play from Seb again, he's actually going for the third generator pretty early on here, losing his Expo, and Rock's going to secure his on the left-hand side of EOD's main base.
Rock's not taking any chances. He immediately put an air pad down to get that Spartan healed up, and is also setting a garage down as well. We do know that he does have that base off to the side that has not been scouted yet. And he looks like he utilized it as an eco base.
Spartan's in trouble here. He's caught out in between his army. He is this time going to steal the methane wagon. The fair methane. Single mine goes down while he's hijacking that.
Supply pad constructed.
Yeah, the mine goes off. This Spartan's
Spartan
dead.
under assault from enemy
Our
forces.
Spartan is at low health.
Yeah, he's going to take a methane wagon with him.
But
And
look
that
at that
actually does a lot
explosion.
of damage with that explosion on the
Wow.
army there.
You know Douglas is going to be re-queued back on now. He shall be back out in 36 seconds as if he never
Supply pad
left.
constructed.
Rock utilizing this side expansion as eco. He has
been
lost the
scouted,
mini
though.
off to the side. Has been scouted. A lot of focus will transition to that way. He's got to get some time to get these Kodiaks on back on up here.
I think that's probably
Rock's
a
sitting
dead
on
base.
3 nodes.
Rock has nothing to defend that base, and it's so far away from
100%.
where his production is. He's only on 28 population at the moment. Not really sure what he's building right now, aside from the Spartan. Gets rid of the garage and swaps it to a supply pad.
Yeah, I'm super confused. It looks like he was banking on that.
The
Try-
enemy's
Stay
captured
alive,
our
realize
power
he's gonna
node.
lose it.
He
and
tries
try to
picking
pick
up the
another
X.
here.
He tries picking up the Expo on the right hand side, but it has already been scouted. EOD should have a grunts from above very shortly. Not exactly the population to drop on that base, but I'm pretty sure that base is going to die very shortly.
At 34 population versus Seb's 70 population. Sebastian spending every single dollar. Again, you said that earlier, he does have 3 generators. He does have all of his minis. Again, we're seeing that classic double raid camp way in the back there.
And there's the
Not
leader
moved to
point.
the front yet.
Harvester constructed.
No War Council is being utilized to upgrade his leaders, not his population here. Rock deciding to double expand here. One of them's got to get up. Got to play defense on one of them eventually.
Douglas is
Douglas
going to
Thorn back
engage
in
this
into
army
the counter
again.
ball.
I mean, we saw what happened last time. He died. And it looks like his shield's going to come off again. Oh, he tries jumping onto the ledge, but completely misses. Doesn't even take a methane wagon out with him this time. And Douglas is going to go down again.
Shardstorm launcher research.
Gone.
And Rock is just really banking on this Sentinel. You see him trying to approach 5th point here, but he's not destroying any units. He's not upgrading anything. He's floating a lot of eco here. You can tell he's trying to save up for the Sentinel here. Armory's coming back up on the backside.
Yeah, he's had to rebuild the armory, get rid of a supply pad to rebuild that. Gets rid of his fed
That
base.
information that third base has been scouted already. There is a unit on the
Cannot
backside
hold
there.
it. He's playing for the Sentinel. Look at the Marine on EOD's main base right now. There's no defense back there.
The enemy is
He's
captured
definitely
our power
saving up
node.
for that Sentinel.
Yeah, he's got to get maybe a Nightingale or 2 on out here. He's got the turrets up to be able to play some defense.
Turret upgraded.
Eventually, one of them has to be
Supply
upgraded. We're
pack
seeing that now.
constructed.
One anti-vehicle, one anti.
Oh no! Here comes the grunts from above drop on Rock's Expo. He's about to get upgraded, but he just has no defense for that.
Yeah, looks like Rock completely got thrown off with that methane wagon 2 point there. Look at some classic Yap possible choppers there.
Our base is under attack.
He's definitely countered by that methane. Caught him off guard there. Trying to play the catch-up game here with that overextended proxy
Look
that
at
he
his
had off to
eco.
the side.
He's just waiting
Yeah.
for that leader point for the
100%.
Sentinel. He's backing on it. Is
Our
that
allies are in
shield gen?
trouble.
Shield gen coming up on the main base. 30 seconds out. I think that's going to get up before the Sentinel can be dropped. Rock's still
It's
a
pretty much going to come up at
while
the same
away
time,
from the
but
Sentinels. So.
it's still going to come up. Yep.
Under fire from Grab.
It's going to give
Our
Rock.
base
Only
is
one
under
Foundry
attack.
on the front side.
It's going to give EOD enough time to react and get back. But do we see any Reavers? Reavers only just
Rock
been
just
built
spent
now.
his power.
The sky.
He decided to spend it on
Kondo?
T3.
Kondo? Is it Kondo?
I have
no,
no
Tech
idea.
3. Yeah, he's
but
spending on Tech 3.
We're under attack. Over.
spends it on T3, but that.
I
he's
think
gotta
that's
spend it on
fine.
these units now.
He's
We canceled it. He
Yeah, he
canceled
cancelled it. He cancelled it for the Expo, but I think it was fine because he was going to get the power back by the time the Sentinel point came in. But now Reavers are being built preemptively. They're already moving on back on defense, and there is a shield 25 seconds out on the Expo as well.
He sees the Marine.
He
and
sees
he's
the
got
Marine.
units to come kill it. He saw the Marine with a sensor tower, put a rally point immediately on it. Does not want to get backdoored here. Rock does realize what's going on. He's going to try to double expand once more, as the majority of his units trying to deal with this drop off to the left side here. At the same
Rock-
time, EOD Spartan Steps is going to take
Rock's
his
whole
third
play,
as well.
Rock's whole play was counting on that Sentinel to do something on offense, and EOD just
Fire
perfectly
base
times 2
constructed.
shields, spots the Marine, and gets out Reavers.
Our
So
base is under attack.
Rock should have committed to Kodiaks when he had the chance.
Spartan under enemy
Yeah,
assault.
and now he's
Over.
stuck with no population, floating a ton of eco. He's going to try to hold with the Sentinel, most likely on defense here. Nightingales are soaring back home to try to
Generator
hold with the Sentinel. Our
Sentinel
defense
Swan
drops
goes down.
Big Sentinel on defense.
Methane party going down on the main base. Again, there's not a lot of base damage here from
Our base is
EOD.
under
Sentinel
attack.
comes down on defense. Rock gets
Big
take
drop coming
free,
down.
Command center upgrade complete.
and the Reavers do get taken
Supply
out.
pad constructed.
But this army is basically vulnerable to this Sentinel
Like to
right
see-
now.
Like to see some smokes to preserve your eco here.
Douglas, Sierra Fort 2.
A
under
nice
attack.
Y ability. Douglas is back out.
Yeah, Douglas has been on defense on that expansion. He thought the drop was going to redrop there, but it definitely came here at the main. It was all in from Sebastian here.
One
Rocks got
pack
a
goes
third
down.
generator back on his expansion as well. Cannot lose that.
Under enemy assault. Can anyone assist?
Seb doesn't
Couple
have the
supply packs
EMP
here at home.
upgrade for the heavy grunts. If he had that, he could have stunned the Sentinel right there. But now it's going to kite round to the back and still start hitting these units. Leaders, the grunt goblin's almost dying.
Unleash hell.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
a
everything
big
is locked
shot
with
from the
shields
Sentinel
here.
there. One goes down. Rock loses 2 upgraded pads, which is going to feather head his eco and help EOD Spy and Seb secure the
Ultra
win.
muscle research.
I don't know. I think Rock's looking okay here now. I think that was EOD's, that was his load right there. I don't think he can do much now. He's got to play defense. Rock can take the time to get some Kodiaks back
Yeah,
on
he
out.
needs to get into the Kodiaks. Kodiaks could secure the win.
Right, he's just got to play a little more defense. Got to take this map control back. Still hanging on to that node in front of Seb's base. Can
We've
take his
locked
own
the
node as
power
well.
node of the enemy.
Upgrading his expansion now. Does have a third generator.
Yeah, he's
Still
going to
hasn't
pick up a
cleared out
Fed
his
base
side
here as
mini
well.
yet. This point should be spent on the
Combat
beacon,
station
which is going to
upgrade
hold it.
complete.
So
Gotta
Rock is
get
moving the
Barracks down.
Rock's moving the Sentinel to the Fed base. The shield's on its way up. Oh, cloaking generator is on its way up, but I think
You can't tell because of this
fair
stupid
enough.
looking tower,
Rock's actually
but I'm
backing
totally
off. He's
taking
not going to be able to take that base down because the Reavers are coming to support. So Seb
Yeah, he
is
saw
going to
the
manage
Reavers.
to get that Fed base
Soaring.
up.
Rock potentially can get back into this game. He's got to get those Kodiaks online. We do see a double barracks play coming out on the left-hand
Barracks
side
constructed.
there. But hopefully eventually we do see some
Leader
Kodiaks
power ready.
set down to try to hold and force Yap Yap to burn
I'm
his
under
leader
enemy
powers
attack.
and heals as he
Turret
tries to
constructed.
approach a base.
The enemy has captured our power node.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
So EOD does now
he's
have
already-
the EMP upgrade for those heavy grunts. So that Sentinel, if it gets within range, it will die pretty quickly when it gets stunned with the Reavers there as well.
Leader power ready.
Rock
needs to
is
be
working on
careful.
active camo for his snipers and now an infantry
Under
upgrade.
attack from a Spartan.
He's spamming Cyclops on the side of it now. He's trying to catch up in these upgrades because he did all in for the Sentinel. He's now being pushed off to the side, but Cyclops is going to come soaring on out. One turret is up. Gale's there for the defense as well.
Turret upgraded. Infantry level 1 researched.
We're seeing the Sentinel overextend. It's going to run into
Mini
2
base
Reavers and a
complete.
cloaking generator.
Yeah, the Sentinel is way
Rock's
out of
gotta be
position
careful
right
there.
now as well. Moves up onto the cloak base and takes a few shots from a
Turret
Reaver.
upgraded.
Almost loses its shield to one Reaver while EOD pushing up on here. And that is a good from above level 2 coming down on this Expert Rock generation. 88 population for Spartan Seb, only
Turret?
57 for Rock.
Gotta get a massive slam here because this is a
Our
lot
base
of
is under
base
attack.
damage coming out of the Yap Yap layer here. A lot of wagons on the field, a lot of vetted units. But it doesn't look like Seb is going to fully commit here.
Our
He's had
allies
more
are
than
in
enough
trouble.
opportunity to position himself here.
Combat station
Looks like he can
upgrade
slowly
complete.
pick at these turrets. He's got methane there. Y ability
Watchtower
set.
constructed.
Shock
So
rounds
start
now
shooting away
on the
here.
Cyclops. He's got 3 of those, and the Sentinel's coming in to support as well.
Like to see some
Douglas.
smokes coming.
Oh, good slam from Douglas.
Nice slam.
Almost gets his shield back up as well, but does get shot there.
Barracks constructed.
That would have been
Our base
nice
is
if it
under
was
attack.
followed up with the Y ability from the Sentinel catching all of those units.
Barracks
He needs to take these leaders out. I think they are tech free now.
Our Spartan is at low health.
Douglas does fall. He'll
Wow,
comes
he
down.
died
This
so fast.
vehicle, boss?
He's already requeued on the
And a
back end
grunt
there,
dome as
43
well.
seconds out.
Cyclops.
Yeah,
That's a
nice,
good
perfect,
smoke.
perfect
Turret
smokes coming
upgraded.
inside of the grunt dome. Got to push his units back out if he wants to utilize them. Still strafing that unit back and forth on the front side. Cyclops still soaring on out. Barracks is still on
Our
up.
base is under attack.
Great heals coming out of Sebastian. Turret drop on the backside there as Rock is trying to crowd his base.
Generator constructed.
More mines come on down. And now he's getting aggressive here. Now he wants to get rid of this
Cyclops is under
population.
attack.
Supply pad constructed.
Those heals are just proving super annoying for Rock. He has Cyclopses to
Very,
deal
very
with all of the
Wow.
Reavers and the Methane. There comes the Methane
coming
party
down,
on the main base.
Expansion is most likely going to die.
4-2, reporting.
Snipers coming out, they are activating the camo as well to be able to escape to a better position to shoot. All the Cyclopses are debuffed and they are weak, and the base does fall. Double garage now coming
and a
up.
barracks. Yeah, finally seeing this come out. He needs to get these online.
Garage
Got to get them
constructed.
upgraded. But yep, he's already caught up in the game. He is in T3. He's got a double drop. Let's take a look back at Sebastian. How many production buildings he does have? Still has the double racks down on the backside bases. Has a foundry forward.
Supply
Another
pad
foundry off to
upgrade
the side. So a
complete.
total of 4 production building slots only for Sebastian out of 3 bases.
Just one Reaver here though, so Rock has the better army. The slam goes down, misses most of the army, so he cannot follow up with that Y ability.
Kodiak reporting.
Doesn't have stanchion
Retriever
as of yet.
Sentinel. Retriever Sentinel power is already back on up, but
Spartan
can't
under
afford
enemy
it.
assault. Over.
But he does have the
Leader
room to
power
get kind of
ready.
reckless eventually. Locust starting to trickle in. Sebastian's starting to feel a little comfortable here. Does realize that he needs some more face damage to be able to push, but these Kodiaks are going to make light work of that. Random
Yeah,
Locust
here we
moving
go.
off to the side here.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Sniper Kodiak coming out for Rock with the Sentinel is going to be really hard for EOD to push now.
Generator upgrade complete.
Douglas in the garrison. Snipers are providing vision from the low ground there. And Rock getting comfortable here.
Stanchion
Tried not to
sniper
play
system
this off
researched.
the rip.
Their stanchion
Tried to bait on
upgraded
that
as well.
Sentinel. Yeah, this is going to be very dangerous.
Rock just has
Any
a leader
slams
point.
coming
Look
out.
at those leaders getting shredded by those snipers.
Our
Holy
Spartan
2 leaders
cow.
die instantly. Sentinel on their way comes down. A
Network
slam from
Sentinel with
Douglas
the
as well.
slam.
Douglas still alive, but he should fall by those locusts. Marches into his death, and this base is now getting sieged.
40 seconds. Siege plus the Sentinels here to pop that shield very, very
Don't want
easily.
to alarm you, but
As soon as the shield pops and he gets rid of the sensor tower, he can sit on the ledge with the Sentinel, and Seb won't be able to see him. Look at this. This is
Stanchion is melting
disgusting.
everything.
Stanchion
This
Kodiak
hurts.
absolutely shredding this
So
army.
bad.
things.
This is the power of Anders really being showcased here. Down in the match is able to come back.
Yeah, Yagab just cannot handle his the mobility, no teleports to teleport onto any of the Kodiaks. Even though they are well split, and the snipers as well. This is what Banish really struggle against on Tech 3. And it's Rock's proving it right here. EOD's been on the front foot for the whole game. And then the second he gets stanchion and the Kodiaks out, it completely turns on its head.
Right, Rock was in such a bad position, but just like that, with a flip of a switch, with a couple of Kodiaks, and he's now floating 2K in the
Vehicle
blue.
level 1 research.
Trying to finish up these upgrades, so he's a little hurting in the power department. He did lose that third generator with that original expansion that he did have, but he's looking like he's in a comfortable position now.
The only
Hitting
thing
an
he's
80
missing-
population.
The only thing he's missing right now is Douglas. He hasn't rebuilt the armory. Oh, he has on the left mini. Fair enough.
Please don't
Douglas
shoot
is
me.
already out.
Yeah.
On his way.
Yep.
Please don't shoot me. Forced there.
Systems
Shroud's coming out to try and counter these Kodiaks, but they block sniper shots as well, so 1 or 2 Shrouds just isn't going to cut it.
And he's already preemptively have all these turrets, so no backdoor plays can really happen here. It's just gonna come down to a matter of time before Spartan Seb. If you look at his eco, I mean, he's trying to pump counter units, can't get them up online, and is completely broke currently at the moment.
Come down here so I can kill you.
Again, it's just one sniper or one Wolverine makes all the difference.
The Mad and the Shade turrets dropping down to try and pick off some of the snipers and Kodiaks at the back there. But yeah, they get completely getting sieged out, pinned down on his own base.
from the air.
Yeah, and Douglas in the garrison as well, laying down some shots.
Come over here and try that.
Gotta find that cloaking generator, and he's gotta be able to take it out. He's gotta get a unit on that high ground to be able to poke that back left side. As soon as that cloaking generator is gone, he's not gonna have any trouble
Enemy is
kind of
sending
pushing in
air
here.
units against
I don't want to alarm you, but our
Gotta start trickling in those wolves now. Finally has increased his population now. Finally seeing the vehicle upgrades kind of hit in here. More Kodiaks being built. snipers utilized for the vision.
Leader power ready.
Yeah, so I'm using the leader heals to heal the base back up to full health, and he's just going to keep doing that. Every time one dies, he's going to rebuild it, and it'll have its heal out instantly. We have a Scarab being built 30 seconds out. EOD Spartan on his main base. Can he hold on that long, though? Rock getting really aggressive. The heal
Whoa,
disrespect.
Disrespectfully?
The disrespectful heal going on EOD.
Wow, Rock coming in hot.
Confidence.
That cloaking generator here. Very disrespectful heal, especially after being down for so long.
Ready.
Cloaking generator needs to be focused. It's finally down there. Expensive generator on the front side here. Main base is falling.
The Kodiak's going on the front line with the
Kodiak's
snipers
on the
pushing straight up,
front line.
and they run straight into a Scarab. Uh-oh.
Holy cow.
Instantly turn around and
Yeah,
run
that-
away.
Again, that Retriever Sentinel is back on up, so it can fight here as long as it needs to.
Level 2 research.
He can't
Still
afford
hasn't
it
dropped the
though.
base, got a little overzealous there.
Has no power to rebuild the Sentinel if it should die. He's not going to focus the snipers either because they can't do anything against the Scarab.
What are these Kodiaks doing? He just moved everything up?
Anyone get this ugly
Holy cow, Douglas is being focused here.
Please don't shoot me, goes
Please
down,
don't
so
shoot me.
Seth
Shield
can try
generator
and
on the backside.
repopulate.
Picking on us, you big
He's
bully.
trying to get the shield generator up online as well.
I mean, it's still 30 seconds out. He has a Grunt Goblin there to be able to heal it and give it a few seconds of invulnerability. But only 8 seconds left of this, please don't shoot me. And he kind of wasted it just sitting the Scarab there. The Scarab could have pushed up to try and take out these Kodiaks, but...
We're taking fire.
Oh, they're just playing pure defense.
Sentinel network comes
And a
down, and
network
look at the
comes down.
snipers just absolutely
On a
shred the
position,
Grunt
he's just
Goblin.
gonna
Shield is going to come up though.
It's constructed.
Scarab's still
Luck,
almost full
active
health.
camo.
Wire ability from the Sentinel, but he's going to
Apex.
hit the shield.
The enemy has deployed a
A
Spartan.
lot of
Oh,
space damage here.
the shield already drops, and the Grunt Goblin dies before it can make it to the shield. Shade drop back up, can use those on those Kodiaks there, and he chooses to do so.
Leader point
But
earned.
Seb,
Rock's
he's in a
completely-
lot of trouble here. Only 400 blue, can't afford to keep this up.
Is under attack.
Yep. Saved every dollar. The reason why he was able to get this
Leader
Scarab
power
off is
ready.
because he has a T3 base off to the left-hand side that has a lot of reduction on it now, but earlier did have a lot of equal to be able to help afford that Scarab. Rock generation, disrespectful heal, disrespectful gameplay after being down so far is going to come back and win this game in round number 1. Again, it's a best of 3. Sebastian on the ropes here, very standardized maps as we are currently watching the losers bracket finals. Rock Generation's going to take game number 1 there.
And he was on the back foot, but managed to pull it back with the Sentinel, Kodiak, and Sniper play. Now we're going to be going into game 2, which is going to be Bedrock.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, no repeats, and we're going to see no Cutter and no Desi. That was our picks, right? No Cutter, no Desi? Yeah, no Cutter, no Desi, no repeated leaders, 45-minute game timer, 45-second DC rule, losers bracket finals here. Sebastian is on the plank here. He has to win this game on Bedrock. He's already utilized Yap Yap.
Okay, no mad.
Anders is
EOD saying in the chat that he has to go, so Rock will automatically progress to the grand finals to play Almirante, his
Wow.
arch nemesis.
It's arch nemesis, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Seb cannot finish the game. He's going to relinquish his spot to possibly get second place. He's going to officially take third place there. We're going to move on to the grand finals. What a match. What a match, what a match, what a match. Let's change the title. Grand finals, get Almirante in the mix. Almirante is not online and is not in chat. That's unfortunate, man.
Every time. Happens to EOD every
I
time.
know.
That's the problem with being on
Yeah.
European time. Like, if I was playing a tournament, I wouldn't like to play at this time either. It's already Monday morning for us guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we are moving on to the grand finals, the best of 5 series. Rock Generation has to win the first set to be able to actually move on to the grand finals. Is able to contest to be our World Series finalist. After the course of 2 months of this series going on, cup play, then group play, Rock Generation has prevailed, has officially at least secured his spot as the second place winner. EOD Spartan Steps is going to take third, get a nice $20. Fourth and the fifth will be taken by Savior. And who's fifth?
Fifth is a fifth place playoff between Cars and Cameras and Powermers.
Parmos versus Cars in the fifth spot to acquire a goodie bag alongside Savior. Let's play the video. Someone get. I don't have no idea where Almirante is. I don't even think he's here, man. I don't know if we give him a timer. I don't know.
Alright, well, I'm going to take a quick toilet break while we wait for Almirante to respond. And hopefully we can
You've
get
got
these
it,
grand
mate.
finals
I'll
going.
Hold it down, mate. You hit the toilet real quick, mate. I'll hold it down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Big man things. Everybody's got to eat. We do this for real, for real. We don't can't be asked what you want about. Well, yeah. I don't know what to talk about here. A little spice in the stream earlier. Had Bert calling out Vex and Michael. Challenged him to a nice 2v2. Backed out when the money talk came around. I wanted to see that play out, but a little too much money was on the line for Berkey Boy. Anybody knows where Almirante is at? Can you let him know he has the finals to play? You guys see it in chat. Cars is fifth, Diverse is fourth, both goodie bags there. EOD's gonna get $20. We are waiting on the finals here. Oh, I just saw your text. Wish I would have saw that earlier. So, Liam, how's it going, bud? What's up? What's the vibes? What you doing, brother? Liam, what's up? Yo. It's getting late here, but yo, Liam, Liam. Oh, he's in chat.
God damn it, Almirante. Pull yourself together, man.
He said, "Who won?"
Nobody sent me a message. Shut up. I sent you 100. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Turning on Xbox. How are you meant to get a message if you're not on Xbox?
There's his van. Message your boomer friend over there.
And
Change the titles. Looking good, looking good, looking good, looking good. There we go, there we go. Omi's here, Rock's here. Here we go, here we go. Best of 5 series, grand finals, grand finals.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. We have reached the grand finals after 3 grueling months of qualifiers, group stages, and an 8-man double elimination. We are about to see the winner be crowned in this next best of 5 series, potentially going on to a second best of 5 series if Rock Generation can secure the series win in the first.
Almirante was a best of 3. Don't change things. I was sure it was a best of 3. That's why it took more time. Huh? I'm so confused. It's time! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video.
Don't say that.
Lethal Baby joined by Leah. I know, man. Come on, man. I'm tired. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
All right,
What do you expect, man?
Anderson, yep.
What are the maps?
Are banned. We're going to be
What are
starting
the,
this
maps?
grand finals off with Rift. Then we're going to be going over to Bedrock. over to Vault as a third map, surprisingly. And if we get any further than that, we're going to be seeing Frontier and Ashes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the grand finals of the World Series thrown on by Europa Halo. It's the best of 5 series in the first set. Rock Generation has to win this set to be able to contend to win first place in the very first season of Europa Halo's World Series here and become our finalist. Again, so we are playing Europa Halo style rules. Those are going to go as follows. 1 ban per leader. We have seen Yap Yap and Anders as the said bans. They will not be played in this series, along with no repeated series per set. So the first best of 5 bans and repeats will reset after the second set if that goes there. It is a 45-minute game timer. 45-second DC rule is in effect. You heard the maps go down there. First game's going to go down on Rift. Rock Generation still warm on the stakes. Has not taken a break. Wait, did he take a break? I don't think he's taken a break for nearly 2.5 hours. He's been grinding in loser's bracket. He's going to come out dominant as he ended up beating Savior and beat EOD Spartan Seb. Didn't finish the series with Spartan Seb because he did have to step out and bow out for the tournament and solidify his 3rd place there. Rock is now in a position to be able to be our grand finalist. Almirante and Rock Generation, a likely duo we normally see in grand finalist series. I do wish we'd have seen Mike and Bison play in this tournament because I'm sure he would be here, likely be here instead of one of the two. Either way, this should showcase for some great matches. Again, this is the grand finals. Kick things off here on Rift. All right, Liam, hurry, numbers, give it to me. First series, what are you calling it?
Well, unfortunately for Rock, he always gets second place against Almirante. I don't expect anything different to happen here. Almirante is just so consistent with his leaders, his map choices, his plays, his strategies, and I do favour him to win this series, but it's going to be close. I think it will go to the wire. It will be 3-2 to Almirante.
I'm going to say 3-1 Almirante. Almirante got some dinner in him, a nice break. Rockgen is probably a little
Nice
exhausted
burrito.
here. Kick things off. Kinsano versus Pavium going down on Rift.
Savage Pavium starting with Rock Generation as Kinsano here. 2 unlikely picks from the meta for both these players, but probably because it's a best of 5, savouring their better leaders for later on, seeing if they can guarantee a win from these off-meta picks here.
Yeah, so we're going to see Almirante
Supply
open up
pack
as a
constructed.
supply generator as Pavium. He's actually opened up grunt squads and no choppers whatsoever. Gonna fan out, take some natural resource, and it looks like he's gonna try to acquisition his minis very early on here.
Yeah,
Supply
Rock
pack
went Gen
upgrades
second, Almirante went Gen first, and he's going to burn out that instantly, but it's not even upgraded.
He went Gen second.
Oh, he went Gen
He
second.
went Gen second.
Okay.
They both
okay.
went Gen second.
Odd. That's a you don't really see that often from a Pavium, and you don't usually burn out your generator when it's unupgraded either.
Right, but he's barely taken some of that yellow down at the bottom there. He's kind of late to that gathering. But it looks like here's the idea behind Rocket going Gen second. It looks like he wants to get his leader out 5th because they usually leader fares well against choppers, accented with some Marines. Like I said, Almirante opted in for pure grunts. He's still spamming them. He's going to pick up his first mini as well as Rock Generation.
Where do you want us?
Yeah, it's an odd start from Almirante with the burnout on an unupgraded gen. It's not as efficient
That's
as
why
an
right there.
upgraded one. And obviously double harvester as well on the other side instead of a second gen, but he is getting shrapnel rounds. And who am I to question the King of Halo Wars?
Almirante, yeah, because he is soaring. He picked up that side bundle of power, picked up his natural grass, got it upgraded, immediately upgraded to shrapnel rounds, and is still pumping grunts in between. Is now soaring to Rock's base. Don't remember what tournament we saw this in, but we have seen this play coming out of Almirante before.
Normally you see it
Did
with
it earlier
Voridus.
as
This is normally a Voridus play. Obviously you don't have the burnout, but you do get the shrapnel rounds early with mass amounts of grunts and instantly go for your opponent's gen. Rock gen does scout that though. There's 22 population of grunts moving up now. Rock building
Rock's got
21.
18 as well. 21
It's
versus
all building.
26.
You'll see he's got 2 Marines queued on every single minion base. So it's not
Ready,
quite
base,
no
ready.
turrets as well. Oof. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tighten those cheeks up. It's about to go down as Almirante's
Barracks
soaring in
constructed.
here. Shrapnel Ryan's online. Barracks comes down. Nice stun coming
Our
out of
base is under
Pinzano.
attack.
All the units rallying in. Similar populations battling it out here. Chopper soars in to help deal with the flamer.
The battle
Sano
is
getting some buffs
doing
there.
very well against these Marines grunts here.
And the chopper soars on in.
Yeah, just both trading a lot of units here. Heated battle on 2 units there. Gonna push off Almirante's army here. So the play he was looking for did not pull off, and Rockgen has managed to defend this successfully.
Yeah, that heat battle made large difference there as the choppers are rallying in, but they took a lot of damage from the upgraded units there. And still preserving that one vetted Consano drop definitely helps
Turret
out there as
constructed.
well. If we take a look at Rock Generation, he's upgrading P2 now. He's 28 seconds out. Take a look back at Almirante. No second gen coming out of Almirante. Trying to get some choppers, and he's now building a War Council. Already used the
Generator
second burnout there.
constructed.
38 population versus 36, very similar there. Rock's still trying to take some nodes here. He's going to be in T2 here. I'm very curious to see what he opts
Power
in
gets
for.
denied by the chopper ram, and these units for Rock are caught out. Almirante has the greater numbers here. He has shrapnel rounds, he has the choppers, and a lot of Rock's army is going to get picked off.
Hostile ground troops are trying their luck.
Yeah, Rock did a great job defending off those units there, but got caught off guard here with that repush. Looks like he wasn't
Leader power ready.
expecting that. Almirante getting a little aggressive here again. He's finally putting down his second generator. Pavium's 23 seconds out. A big T1 investment here.
Yeah, big
Second
T1
gen's finally
investment,
up.
and Rock's already in Tech 2.
Yeah, we're seeing an airbag come down for Rock Generation.
Being attacked by
Second
enemy
generator's on the back end there, not on the main.
That Vet 1 flame
Another
again picks
drops
off
in-
to the choppers. Power gets
Yeah,
denied
tried
as
to
well.
deny that power node steal, and Rock is gonna get denied once. Back by the choppers here. Runs coming on in, gonna do some more damage here off to
Our
the
base
Oh,
side.
is under
Almirante
attack.
keeping busy.
Almirante picking up an expert
Burnout's
while all
back
this is
online.
going on as well. He has the hero being upgraded. Burnout level 2 goes out. This time going to be hitting 2 gens, 2 upgraded harvesters as well. So Eco going to be looking strong with that burnout. Has a healthy army as well. The only difference is he does not have Tech 2 compared to Rock Generation.
And third point comes online for Almirante there. He's already utilized his burnout. Most likely won't use burnout 3. I'm gonna opt in for an aggressive leader power here. Rockgen's got a Nightingale in the sky, has some couple of counter units here, a couple of flamers, a Cyclops, and a couple of Marines to try to fight off this small army that's off to the side. Wow, a couple of stuns come in, a lot of damage from the grunts goes down on the Nightingale, more stuns coming in.
The Cyclops has the heat of battle buff as well, so he's going to be doing extra damage to this army. Almirante queues up Tech 2 and his Expo's built, and the leader's soaring in now, even though he's slow. I wouldn't call it soaring, but there you go, he's coming up the ramp.
Making do with what he can. A lot of red bar units here. Another Nightingale into rally. Consano's going to set down the smoke. Leader is here, but she is not upgraded. Rock needs a little bit more time before he can get aggressive. But Rock is completely broke. Cannot afford any of these drops currently
Our
at the
base is under
moment.
attack.
You know the Hell Drop's probably back online. You know he has that Warthog 4th point in his back pocket. Cannot utilize anything concurrently.
This aggression from Almirante as well has allowed him to secure map control, and that is a double flamer drop, but it misses the stuns, and the flame wall completely misses all of those grunts when he could have killed so many. Heal going down for Almirante.
Wow.
His leader loses the
Third
shield
point being
right
taken
in
right
front of
there.
his mini base. That whole army's
Smoke
going to
comes
get
down
healed up
right
now.
outside of it.
Harvester constructed.
The splash damage from that leader is not as doesn't do as much damage in T1, but it's still going to make a difference here against these core units.
Advanced designated.
Imagine if the Kinsano hero still has the heat of battle buff. She would be absolutely destroying this
Oh my
army right
God.
now.
And look at this leader. It's now in T2, sitting in the heal, doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, the heal lasts so
Flash
long as
damage.
well. Almirante can sit here forever, just fighting this army.
Yep.
Leader
And this
power.
is expensive for Rock Generation. I mean, spending every dollar trying to counter this. Almirante in T2, upgrading his expansion in the backside there, sitting pure production on the front half.
Marauder reporting for
Yeah,
duty.
Banner
Got a
level
nice
2
burnout
goes down as
once
well.
more.
Having a little fun
Yep.
with an enemy vehicle.
Eco looking healthy. The heal does go away. Kinsano is starting to win this engagement. If that leader falls, and he is going to fall, Kinsano picks off Pavium there.
Kinsano's in T2, and look how fast she soars. Look how much damage she does to vehicles as well. Quick little burst there.
Oh, and Rock's going straight to the main base with that Kinsano hero. He's going to run across the
Oh, yeah.
Expo,
Look-
which has full
look
production
at that
on.
rally
Just
point.
gets upgraded as well.
Look at that rally point. Rock's getting super aggressive here. He is still kind of broke.
Uh-oh.
You gotta be able to save.
Ultraman's going down
Preemptive
fourth point.
Ultraman's
She
been set.
misses them though, just manages to get through before they
Supply
Gonna
pad
pick off a
constructed.
Ranger as well.
Leader power ready.
Double hell drop now up.
That's a good
Vehicle
pick
after
for
me.
coming out of
They
Kasana.
might regret that. Dispersion nozzles researched.
No
Nightingale's
hit.
Gale's here to heal up and support.
Got
One
it.
Reaver online.
Dispersion
Comes down.
nozzles have just been researched as well. Kinsano walks into two mines, almost dies. Dispersion nozzles is out and she does have a hell drop. Oh, chopper ram coming down to slow the Kinsano hero, but there is 4 Nightingales here to help save her. Good stuns from the hell drop there, catching those Marauders, but there's no follow-up because Rock does not have the composition of units to be able to kill those Marauders.
Leader point earned.
And seeing that dispersion is definitely going to force Almirante to stay in vehicles, not so much of building infantry anymore. You might see a Ranger or 2 trickle in, but the predominant building is probably going to be Marauders here.
Cyclops.
That is now
ready to
fifth
smash
point.
some
Fifth
vehicles.
point for Rock Generation and Almirante. So Rock Gen's definitely got to get these.
Flamewell goes
Gales
down, but
alive.
completely dodged by Almirante. A bit of a waste there.
Got 4
Supply
Gales. He's
pad upgrade
overcompensating
complete.
for this Lich. It's probably going to happen on 5th.
Supply
One
pad
node to
upgrade
none.
complete.
Nexpo versus none. Rock is completely broke. He just has to preserve these units for as long as he can. He knows the push is inevitable. It's coming. More times he allots for Almirante, the more these T2 units are going to start to trickle in.
Getting bugged by infantry. Can I get a hand here?
Almirante pushing off to the
Another
right
burnout.
now. Maybe going to be
I'm
scouting
firing up ground troops over
that
here.
for
Feel
a
free to
base
help
from
out.
Rock. Might think Rock's got a sneaky base over there, send his Marauders over there. He's going to realise he doesn't have it. And realise what a strong position he's in this game.
Yeah, and this is a nice little counter ball that he's doing. Got Cyclops, disperse the nozzles, a couple of Marines. Got that cutter repetition that looks like that he's trying to build here. But again, sitting 73 population versus
Grenade throw researched.
52. No 3rd gen coming out of Almirante. Still sitting on a nice solid 2. He's got a lot
base
of
is under
supply
attack.
pads down. All his production buildings are forward, and there's only 2 currently at the moment. He did sack his War Council
Leader
4.
power ready.
I mean, did sack his barracks 4 War Council. Looks like he wants to increase his population here and start to pump a lot of these 2-2 units. Like I said, it's probably most likely going to be Marauders, maybe 1 or 2 counter units in the back end.
Yeah, so Rock tried taking the power node, but Almirante does deny it. And Almirante now pushing up to this Expo, which is weak.
Our base is
Rock
under
made the
attack.
decision not to recycle it, so
Turret
he's actually going to
constructed.
lose the money for that there.
And again, this Lich is in the back pocket for Almirante.
Marines under attack.
Rock's still waiting, trying to defend against it. He's going to keep dropping in these hell drops.
Yeah, he
You
drops
have
in the hell
dispersion.
drops, but they're not really going to be any use for him against the army Almirante has. The only
Combat
utility
mechanics
of them at the moment for him is stunning the army, and he's just completely wasted that by just dropping it on defense, just to repopulate there.
Almirante taking
Our
his
base
time
is
here,
under
playing it
attack.
very safe. He's got 2 shields on each base. Currently not in T3 yet.
I think you have to against a
Hasn't-
Kinsana. You can allow her to drop an Inferno or let that leader harass your base with drops. That's where it becomes really difficult for you. So Almirante is doing a
Generator
really good
constructed.
job at keeping on the aggressive to make Rock stay on defense.
Insano trying to make a backdoor play here. He's gonna sneak around the side here. He's
And
gonna
here's the
notice
push
that
from
shield at home, and
Almirante.
here's
The Lich
play.
comes down with the Marauders pushing up as well.
Nightingales need to smoke the path of the Lynch there.
If I kept my eyes on whoever's in there.
One smoke goes down, two smokes go
Turret
down.
upgraded.
Marauders still doing a lot of
Turret
bad
upgraded.
damage on the back end there. So
Trying
the
to blow
focus
me
is
out of
the
the
Lich.
sky.
79 population versus 67.
Yeah, Rock's just waiting for that lead
Rock's gonna
point.
get-
He's
Our
waiting
base
for an
is under
Inferno,
attack.
but Almirante
Firebase
will
is
have the heal ready to counter it.
100%.
Leader point earned.
There's the point for
There
Rock.
it
His
is.
base is getting stripped and his expert is getting harassed as well.
Rock is holding just enough to maybe get off a Warthog drop, maybe a dispersion drop as well. Either way, he's getting stripped at home. It's going to be very expensive if this
Leader
doesn't
power
pay off
ready.
for him.
The enemy has captured our power node. We need to get some supply pads down here.
Rock's holding on to the Inferno for now. I don't think he knows what to do. I mean, he doesn't really have the eco for it. He's got no supply whatsoever.
Yep.
Taking
Yep.
enemy fire here.
Still cannot handle the Lich. He has too many Flamers, nothing to deal with it. Can't even deal with the Marauders right now. He only has 2 Cyclops.
I'm under attack. Over.
Leader's just doing so
Supply
much
pad
damage.
constructed.
Sitting here being annoying can easily be re-queued. And there's the drops at
Our
home.
base is under
Dispersions are coming
attack.
down to try to drop the shield.
Our allies are
Coming
in
down
trouble.
to 4 bars of health.
Supply pad
Halfway down.
constructed.
Yeah, that's what he's waiting for, maybe, the shield to drop. Loses his main bases to Almirante as well, and then now swinging around to take out
Generator
his
upgrade
expert.
complete.
Not looking
Yep.
good for Rock Generation
Rock is
at
completely
all.
broke. I mean, Rock is set up
I
in a
got
good
hostiles
position
on
to
you.
try to counter here and counter strip, but he's just
Supply pad
completely
upgrade
broke.
complete.
Completely got stripped. He's trying to preserve
Supply
these
pad
units. He
constructed.
lost a lot of Gales.
The enemy sent vehicles after us. Oh,
A great game number 1 of this not winners bracket, grand finals of our World Series thrown on by Europa.
Yeah, Almirante just played
Third
so
generator.
well. Just for
Taking
everything
this
Rock
load.
tries to do, Almirante has a counter for it.
The enemy has captured our
Burnout's
power
back
node.
online. Almirante's eco's looking very, very healthy. Rock trying to play pure defense. He's lost all his minis, lost his
Infantry
expansion.
level 1 researched.
Not looking too good for him.
Yeah,
Getting
that's it.
pure
His
supply pads
Inferno
at
is
home.
not looking good at all.
where do you need us? Their troops are attacking us.
Just takes one cloaking generator. And Almirante should be A-okay.
Almirante doesn't have reinforcements yet. He's completely committing to Marauders.
Marauder.
I mean,
Insano
Insano's
Hero is
struggling
gonna
so
fall.
hard.
So he drops a
Yeah,
flame wall with
he
the
really needs
flame
that.
wall hog drop, but he's gonna pick off a few units, but he will lose this drop as well to this amount of Marauders. And
It's an
again,
expensive
that,
drop here.
yeah, that's just cost Rock 850 blue. So that's another expensive
Or
drop
on
to
the-
lose almost instantly for Rock.
We've lost a power node to the attack.
And especially against Marauders, I mean, they can't really soar away. That these vehicles do slow units down. Almirante's eco has not been punished whatsoever. If anything, he's losing units and has to replace them. Does realize he's floating a lot of blues, so he's completely pumping Marauders at the moment. Now in T3, his leader is being upgraded. Reflecting shields coming back online here.
Marauder
Rock's
reporting
hog drop is
infection.
back on a timer. As another point there, should be able to do Firestorm and a Inferno. Like I said, one cloaking generator will make all of the difference. Rock trying his best here. He's trying to take some nodes in the background on the sides. They're really late for all of this to be going on.
Yeah, he just needs to
Wow,
save up for that
Marauders.
combo. I mean, the drop is so good, he could probably wipe out all of these Marauders with a Flame Wall to follow up as well, and then you just run an Inferno, the main base. But Almirante now picking up a 4th base, has a decent sized army, hasn't got reinforcements yet, but Rock is really struggling to get an
Mini
army
base
out
complete.
and the Eco to support it as well.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
And if we
Armory
notice,
constructed.
Almirante has his leader queued at home. Got a healing power. He's expecting an Inferno or rebuttal sooner than later. And he also has a heal in the back pocket, as we did see that spent on 3rd point.
Supply pad constructed.
And that's what I meant
lot of
earlier.
Marauders.
For every play that Rock tries to do, Almirante has a counter for it. And this has been demonstrated right here. He's got his leader on hold ground on his eco base. So that's the base he's banning now. He's got
Turret
3 gens on it, 4 upgrade harvesters. He doesn't want to lose it because that is supporting his army. And
Disrespectful heal on Rock's base here. Oh my god.
Alright, now
And
he
that's a
doesn't have
level
a heal
2
in the
heal.
back pocket.
That's a level 2 heal, and it looks like Almirante is going to come into close. The Lich might be back up online here.
Yeah, there
That's
we
what he was
go,
waiting
Lich
for. He's
coming
going to
down.
drop it in here, and he's going to come up down into close as these Marauders soar on in. 92 population.
Our
Rain of
base is
Fire
under
coming
attack.
down. Disrespectful heal on the main. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is our World Series Finals here. We have our losers bracket finals, Rock
Leader power
Generation
ready.
versus the undefeated Almirante in today's matchups. Rockgen opting in for a Consano pick
I'm under
off
attack.
the back.
Over.
Very, very off meta pick. Happened to go up against Pavium. We are now seeing all the drops come online for
With the
Rock.
stuns as
Gen
well and the
left,
flame wall.
Stuns and a firewall. That's a pretty absolute base there if I've ever seen one.
Base gets smoked though. There's
pretty
no
weak.
detect from Almirante. Can build a revow with a porthole of the Lich though.
Take a look at Almirante, what he's got queued in the background. Still pumping Marauders.
Receiving fire from enemies.
Go
Wow,
Lich
that
is still
Lich
here.
is
Remember,
doing
the
so
Lich
much
lasts
damage.
120 seconds. Now focusing the supply pad at the back, going through the main base, starting to focus the main base again, and it gets smoked again. So the base is in cloak.
Supply pad
Almirante
upgrade
hasn't decided to
complete.
build a reaver, but this base could have been dead.
Oh my god, look at this orbital detonator in his main.
Need support against
Good.
Doesn't detect. Right.
This
Oh, the
is
Inferno and the
very,
Marauders
very
at the back! But they're just going to
A
drive straight out of that.
disrespectful Inferno, and that's going to leave Rock Generation completely
Our
broke.
base is under attack.
He's only got 2 pads here.
Almirante actually down to 20 population now. And not a very good eco. Obviously better than Rocks, but he has the eco coming in, he just doesn't have it in the bank saved up. Where Rock has neither.
Rock, I don't know why he hasn't quit yet, but you never know. I could be scouting the big Rock here.
Yeah, Rock knows something
Air
we
pad
don't.
constructed.
Yeah.
He wasted
Apparently.
the Inferno though.
Oh, still got it. He's got the Firestorm went out. Vernon's out. We still got a chance here.
I still got that OP Vet 2 tank.
Our base is under attack.
You remember that tank lethal when it stripped your entire base by
Supply
itself?
pad
Shut up.
The enemy's vehicles after me.
A couple of
sounds
ultramines
dog shit.
spreaded around the map as well. So in the choke point, so Rock might
I'm
walk
under
into
fire
them.
from enemy vehicles.
Another
Oh my god, Almirante. He's trying to break Rock into submission.
Our base is under attack.
This is so disrespectful, man.
But Rock does not want to resign.
Rock is still microing his eyeballs out, smoking every side of the base, trying to heal it back up,
Supply
chasing
pad
it down,
constructed.
soaring the tank around, and this vetted Hornets to chase down these units, preserving the Hogs, trying
Our
his
base
best.
is under attack.
Leader power ready.
I think Almirante was assuming Rock was going to quit. He's not. Almirante's back on full force here. Got a T3 leader here.
Allies are in danger.
Yeah,
Kasano
Runa
was
fighting down on the
in
base.
garrison. Rain of
with the
Fire
leader's
coming down.
ability.
I think that was another disrespectful leader power. I don't
Yeah,
think there was
Almirante's
so much
kind of
utilization
hurt
there.
himself here though with those disrespectful heals. His eco isn't great in the bank, and his population is lower than Rock Generations.
We're taking enemy fire. Leader power ready.
And Rockchan's saving up every dollar here. His drops are back online.
Marauder ready for battle.
Ben at level 2 is back up. Almirante comfortably secured 4 bases now.
Why is this eco so bad that he's got that many bases?
Enemy air units attacking.
Burnout finally comes down. Eco's soaring back online. 32 population versus Rock 62. Rock is getting a little thick here.
Now Almirante at 20 population. What is going on?
I don't know. Orbital designator keeps coming down. Leader's gonna die. Marauders
Too
getting
much
sacked. I don't-
disrespect from
Way too
Almirante
much
here.
disrespect.
Actually,
I
might
literally
cost
think-
him the game.
I literally think. Oh, I think he was expecting Rock to quit, and Rock was microing his eyeballs out. I'm telling you. Wow, we're seeing a counter push here, and I think Inferno is around the corner from me, back online. This could be devastating. Yeah, is leading the way. Going to give vision on these Ultra Mines. Avium is back online in 10 seconds here. 4 bases to 1. The second one is being queued.
Napalm is
Base damage
down
coming
on
down.
this expo.
Shield generator. Look how fast it is coming down. Shield generator is going to get popped. Pavium is back online here. Dispersions are here to fight it. Reaver's in the sky coming out to deal with the sky unit.
The
here.
Lich is back up. The Lich is
online.
going to the main base. There's a Marauder on the way. That base is still half health.
Rock is this is everything for Rock right here. Everything. His tank is
Oh,
making all of
nothing.
the difference.
Lich goes down.
Enduring will.
Is Rock going to go back? He needs that base. Almirante
base
has
is
4
under attack.
bases. It doesn't matter if he loses 1.
Hostile vehicle fire. Over.
Our allies are in trouble. Leader power ready.
Realize that tank really is doing a lot of damage.
The enemy has
Gonna
captured
finally
our power
sack
node.
it. That's going to be the issue there. And Rock is down to 8
Oh,
population.
another disrespectful heal. Rock has no pads. Looks like he sacks them all.
Oh my god.
I can't ram what I can't see.
Just quit, Rock. What are you doing, bud?
Our base is
Oh,
under
this
attack.
is so disrespectful.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Another big drop coming down. That's what Rock sacked everything for, and that's going to be game. Ladies and gentlemen,
Leader power
Game
Rock
ready.
on a
number
base
1
timer with the
point.
drop and the Inferno. You can't afford a base.
trying to...
Ah.
I'm going to back out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we do realize that we do not have any
Leader
PC
power
players
ready.
aside from Liam in this lobby. These are all OG
Our allies
Xbox
are in
players
trouble.
playing with a controller going toe-to-toe in the World Series final here. We saw a lot of big names being dropped out of the tournament. Early on here, Carson Camera sinking to the bottom here. Well as Savior, Rockgen finally climbed his way back out. Game number 2 is going to go down on, what was it, Frontier?
Bedrock.
Bedrock, and then or Vault.
Put the viewers out of the misery and leave the game early, hoping the players follow.
Yeah, I left early. Alright, so score is 3-0. Your prediction was 3-2, right? Mine's 3-1. Let's see how this goes. Again, off-meta picks here, coming out of both players going down in game number 1. Hopefully, number 2 we'll see some stronger picks here, but it looks like both players are trying to feel each other out. Rock trying to make some plays with Cansano as cutter. Anders and Yap are both banned. Still got Cutter in the pocket.
Error. There we go. Game number 2. Almirante 1-0 up in the grand finals. for the $120 prize.
Okay, this is the fight for first and second here again. EOD solidified third place with a $20 prize. Second place is going to get 60. First place is going to take 120. We do know that Cars, Camera, and Diverse will both be getting goodie bags directly 3, 4, 3. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching the World Series Finals here against the two top players coming out of Europa Halos World Series. If you want to follow any of the social media that this organization throws on, you can type an exclamation point in any that follow: YouTube, Discord, Twitter, and of course, obviously, you can hit the follow button if you're enjoying the content. Hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe. Donate. All donations shall go 100% to the next
Okay,
season
so
of the World Series.
What the hell? So Almirante has picked the same leader as last game. It is no repeat leaders, so he will forfeit his leader selection, and Rock Generation will be able to pick the leader for him.
Oh my god. I don't know if this is disrespect coming out of Almirante or if this is just all me being all me. I'm backing out of this. Rock hasn't queued anything, so he realizes what just happened. So we need his leader pick. I'll message Almi that he repeated a leader, and the and the penalization for that is that Rock gets to pick his leader. This is why I thought we should just let them forfeit it.
Yeah. Becomes a bit of a meme.
That's what I knew was going to happen eventually, but at least it's now and not every group stage. What does Rock choose? Oh, Rock to leave the game?
We're still waiting. They're both in the game, what the fuck?
Rock didn't queue anything off start. I'm sure he realizes.
Rock Generation picks Voridus for Almirante.
Rock had to hit his coaching corner there. They decided on Voridus. Remember you put an overlay. Okay, yeah, you got the. Okay, you got it. Rock has like this stupid ego. He's asking Almirante to resign. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. He thinks he gets to play with that leader, and then the next game he chooses his leader.
And Kaboom made up this stupid fucking rule, dude, and I can't stand it. Alright, right, ladies and gentlemen, let's try this once again. Game number 2, Grand Finals. Rock Generation opting in for Cutter. Almirante is penalized for repeating a leader as he tried playing Pavium twice. Looks like he did it on purpose. Rock Generation is going to pick Bordis for Almirante. That is the penalization, that your opponent gets to choose your leader. Again, these are the Grand Finals. The first set here, Rock Generation is down 1-0. Does have an advantage this game by choosing your opponent's leader. We're going to see Cutter versus Bordis. Rock Generation had a hiccup there. He went Gen first, sacked it, went double supply pad, double marine. He's going to have almost a 10-second delay in his pads that are queued.
Yeah, he needs to get those minis.
Marines reporting.
And is that Chopper? Yeah, Chopper's coming out and he's going straight to that mini.
Harvester constructed.
Going straight for the mini steal.
Yeah, and Rock's already behind on this queue. He still might relinquish one of those. Again, he opened up the quadruple marines. Fourth one is soaring on out now, but that chopper is on its way.
Augmented harvester
I don't
upgrade
think Rock
complete.
realizes that he's not in a position to save that side mini.
I
Possibly might lose
I
that
am
back one as well.
confused. I am confused with Rock's pick. I don't know why you'd pick Vordis on Bedrock for him when you are Cutter as well, because Goo does so much damage to infantry. Mini does get
Yep,
stolen.
lose one base.
Watchtower's coming up, but it's
Watchtower's
going to be
in
too
10
late,
seconds.
and Almirante will get the back
Way
base as
too
well.
Way too late.
It's extremely strange from Rock Generation, not what we're used to seeing him do.
And again, it was because of that misclick. He started off with a generator. He double sacked it. I mean, he sacked it
Harvester
and requeued
constructed.
supply pad to put him a whole 10 seconds behind. Might have worked if he was on time with his cues, but he definitely
Mini
was
base
not. He's going to
complete.
relinquish 2 minis there. And Almirante has not delayed any of his pads. He's
Mini
already
base
down,
complete.
setting down his 5th pad there. He's got his own mini on the backside.
Harvester constructed.
Rock is now reacting to the situation. He's set a barracks down. He's going to set an armory off to the side. Great play from Rock Generation. Knows he can't utilize it at home, so sets down a barracks first while the armory queues up in the background.
He has a lot of Marines
We are
running
now
around,
going
but
to see
I think one going to
Five
be drop
nodes
can
to
actually
one.
deal with that. But...
Augmented extractor
Yeah,
upgrade
100%.
complete.
Almirante is in a great position.
Yeah, 5 mini bases to
Raid
1.
camp
like you said.
constructed.
Chopper does get picked off from the Marines. Hellbringer's coming out of the barracks, and there is a raid camp set on the back
Our base is
for
under
Almirante.
attack.
That's normally where you want your mini base when you have jump pack brutes in your arsenal.
Harvester constructed.
And Almirante just showing off his skill set here again. He didn't choose Vordis. Rock Generation did choose that for him. And look how comfortable he looks, even on this
Augmented
map.
harvester upgrade
Steal
complete.
all of the minis. Looking in a great position, forcing Rock to react to the situation.
And he's building grenadiers to help deal with these flamers.
Our base is
Yeah,
under
instead of
attack.
queuing up choppers, he definitely was going to queue one grenadier and put it in the center
Harvester
of these
constructed.
units. Buy himself some
Mini
more
base
time.
complete.
Still gathering his front eco
Being
here
attacked by enemy
in the
troops.
front half.
Okay, we
Trying to
do
see if he
have
was
a
gonna go
Spartan out
scrap
now. The
behind.
Spartan's going to be pushing to the back mini base, which does have the raid camp on. Try and pick off some of those units as they come out.
Grenadiers at your command.
Gateman's going down in the middle. A grenadier drop gets dropped on those Marines. Slightly
Our
off
base is
though.
under attack.
A lot of action going on the backside here. War Council coming up for Bordis here. Second generator is being set.
Yeah, so that raid camp does get changed to a supply pad, but it is immediately destroyed by the flamers at the back there. Almirante going to be
Rockgen does-
taking the power node on
Our
Rock's
base is
side.
under attack.
Rockgen does have
Power
2
extractor
nodes. He's gonna,
constructed.
actually 3 nodes, and all 3 of them are going to be relinquished here to Almirante.
What is your command?
He has 2 upgraded generators on the main base as well.
Infused
Almirante
armor.
only just
Yep, so that's-
upgrading his.
Almirante is already setting a barracks up at home. Looks like we're going to see some defensive play. He's reading this
Our
really,
base
really
is
well.
under attack.
Be third point for Almirante. Most likely for Rock Generation as well.
Leader point earned.
So Rock is going to clear out both those mini bases. He has a decent eco right now with the same population as Almirante.
Look at his Spartan.
Spartan getting aggressive.
Our base is under
Super
attack.
aggressive. Literally 1 Spartan versus 38 population. This is everything Almirante has here.
Yeah, but he's dodging every Grenadier's shot. Look at this. The Spartan's hardly taking any damage at all. Oh, there comes the ODST
Oh,
drops. We're going to
nice
see Mines come
ODST
down with a
time.
Spartan Slam. There we go. Only going to catch 2 grunts though. Grenadier drop to counter actually blows up the ODST Mines. Great smart play from Almirante. Quick
That was
thinking.
a perfect Grenadier, yeah. Grenadiers are half bar here, close to the verge of exploding. Almirante 100 power away from being in tech, spamming grunts in between. Rock Gen now has 3 nodes.
The Vordis hero runs straight past the weak Spartan and doesn't take any hits on him or attempt to chase him. He's going to regroup with his army here, start pushing back this infantry of Rock Generation. Rock's about to get tech 2.
Command center.
I do
upgrade
agree with that
complete.
play. Rally it here. He
The
does have
enemy has
third point. You
captured
know
our
he has
power
in
node.
Vig, and we're gonna see a push on to the main here. Again, he was sitting on 3 nodes. They're gonna be contested now by a couple of grunts. Gonna relinquish map control. Rockgen is in T2, immediately setting down a air pad and a barracks, upgrading all of his pads at home
Barracks
as well. Has
constructed.
secured his minis up. A barracks
Leader
off to the
point
side. Almirante now in T2 as well. 4th point coming up for the cutter player.
Spartan Laser has just been upgraded. I mean, the population was even, but now Almirante has double the population of Rock Generation and Tech 2 as well. Spartan again get aggressive with this upgrade on Tech 2.
Harvester constructed.
1 shot's a Grenadier though.
Almirante is finishing up his leader upgrade here as he pushes on to the main.
Uses the Y
We're gonna
ability.
see a
pushes
slam
straight
here
up.
with an invig. Yep, a lot of grenadiers here. Seeing 4 grenadiers.
And there's the invade coming down.
Invig is popped.
To help his army heal.
Grenadier
He
drop back
hasn't got his
online.
whole army here though.
Hope to stand against us.
Another Grenadier drop
Good
on the
start.
back, on the turret to help him take that out and add some DPS. There's an anti-infantry turret at the front.
Turret
Grenadiers
constructed.
exploding left, right and centre. Bit of a waste of an invig if he's just going to back off.
4th point there for Almirante. 54 population versus 45. Rock trying to get nice and comfortable
Our
here.
base is under attack.
Either player has expanded.
Enemy troops.
Almirante continuing the pressure here, utilizing combat spoils. Going to start attacking the side mini here. Spartan and the snipers going to come in to challenge.
That's all he's got though. Spartan
Archer
and one
immediately
sniper
blows
might
up
get
the
caught
mini.
out.
Foundry constructed.
Yeah, I would too.
Rock does not want to feed
You
him
do
either.
not want to feed a
Immediately blows up
Voridis
that
all
mini.
that
Harvester
many.
constructed.
And that's one of the difficult things about playing a Voridis player as well. If they're harassing all of your minis, you're either forced to let them
Our
get
base is
rich,
under attack.
or you have
Allies
to
are
sacrifice the
engaged.
mini yourself and lose eco yourself while the Voridis is still ahead.
I'm stupid.
Pick your poison.
We've lost a power.
Rock
node
is
to
doing a
the
good
enemy.
job at microing these snipers back and forth. The leader was not able to catch them, and now he's going to go on a chase to these units.
That's now Pack Brother research for Almirante. He's taken 3 nodes. Contested Rock's front node as well.
Mini base complete.
Almirante's ego's looking amazing.
I'll finish that sentence, Lethal. Almirante's eco is looking amazing right now. Rock has snipers scattered all over the map. In the center here, he has 4, and he has 1 on Rock Almirante's side of the map. He's going to get picked off by a Marauder. But he's playing defense. ODST comes down, Spartan again. Grenadier drop his back up, and these snipers are clubbed together. Oh, my voice went there.
Leader power ready.
Almirante picking up an expert.
Yeah. Let me cook those things.
Oh yeah,
Bread.
Look at those things. Almirante is forced to back
We've
off
lost a
from
power
just
node to the
due
enemy.
to the amount of snipers that Rock Generation has,
Augmented
picking off a lot of
harvester
units,
upgrade
wasting the
complete.
Grenadier drop there, gets
Augmented
picked off by the
harvester upgrade
snipers,
complete.
and the ODST squad here as well.
And again, we have to remember that Rock Generation chose this leader for Almirante. Don't know if that was the best pick, especially if he's going to opt in to play Cutter.
I mean, it
Looks like
doesn't, I don't think it matters what leader he chose for Almirante. Almirante is always
Supply
going to
pad
play well.
constructed.
I just don't think he should have played Cutter against a Vortis. He's going
No,
to play
definitely
well
not.
either way, but Rock's going to take some time here to try to snowball into what he wants.
He
but
has
Almirante
9
just taking his time for
snipers
this Cataclysm.
chasing this army down.
These are Pack Brother as well.
Infantry level 1 research.
Almirante's just biding his time. He wants to get a nice Cataclysm.
Good,
off.
Grandrom
That's
explodes
devastating.
into the
Rock-
snipers! They're all gonna die!
No.
They're so weak right now, he needs to get snipers out there. One picked off. Good Spartan slam there, but the engineer throws down the goo on the ledge as well, and a couple more snipers are going to fall.
Wow, that is awful for Rock Generation. He's only going to be hanging on to 4 snipers there.
Yeah, the
Out of
snipers
9.
auto-fired the Grenadier, and
And
he just blew up in its face, and the leader's chasing down the remaining snipers here.
Wow, and just like that, 5th point is online for Almirante. The slam was already utilized. Big drop coming down for a nice
Good stun
counterplay.
there. And the archer missiles as well on the army, going to pick off a lot of those marauders. But they're counting with the Cataclysm on the army!
I'm under fire.
They're sat in it, they're still sat in it, they're trying to get out, but it's going to be too
Nothing they
late.
can do.
The assault drop has been obliterated.
Walks right through the old
Nightingale here.
goo, and that Cataclysm is going to completely cancel a very expensive drop for a very cheap Cataclysm.
Yeah, and that has a 360-second cooldown on that ODST assault group, so that won't be back for a long time.
Stronghold upgrade
Long
complete.
time.
And
That's
look
the
at
whole
Rock's
second
eco,
half
his
of the game.
population. He doesn't have an expo. That was his one chance to get stable in this game.
And if Almirante, if Rockgen would have just waited a little bit longer, all of that goo would have been gone. If he would have waited another 5 to 10 seconds before engaging like that,
Power ready. Augmented
he might have done a
harvester
better
upgrade
job. Because again, the leader
Harvester
wasted his slam
constructed.
already. That was all the goo from the previous slam.
We're under attack on their vehicle.
And he sat right into it as that Cataclysm came down.
Time to earn my pay.
Second slam comes down, and Big most likely going to be popped here. As we see a push on to the main 26 population versus 74. Almirante around the corner from D3. In Big gets popped here.
Harvester constructed.
ODST comes
dropping
down, trying to.
with the
Spartan Slam to
Spartan
back it on
Slam,
up.
but good splits from Almirante. He's only going to lose 1 grunt to those 3 ODST mans there.
Look at the eco coming out of Almirante as he sits here and just does a little bit of damage. He's already queued up T3, has a huge army presence here in front of Rock's base.
Foundry constructed.
Has an Expo fully online, has pretty much all of the nodes.
Come. I've been waiting for
78
you.
population versus 49. Rockgen sets down a smoke, trying to make the best of this situation, but Rockgen just does not want to quit.
Yeah, he's trying to hang on like he did
T3.
last game, but we saw what happened last game. He managed to drag it out for an extra 10 to 12 minutes, but inevitably Almirante did end up winning the game, and it looks like that's the same
Let me know
of
where I'm
what
needed.
is going to happen here.
Which is
Almirante-
quite unfortunate. This should be a free game for Rock Generation by choosing a leader and almost
092
countering it, but he decided to play Cutter and almost levy the playing field here.
Nightingale here.
Another
Show me where
base
you
picked
want.
up. Rock trying to expand. It's gonna be picked. It's gonna be scouted by
Our base is under
Almirante.
attack.
The leader is in peril. Expansion sniper online. ODST is gonna pick that leader there. Gale's trying to come back in. Rock
Yeah,
trying
the
to hold
leader's,
with
the leader's
Stanchion.
weak, so he needs the Nightingales over that leader.
And look at the eco difference here. Takes one click of a scarab.
Our allies are in danger.
This could definitely go south. We're seeing the war console come up to the side there.
Leader power ready.
That's going to be 4 bases to 1. Rockden's still trying to micro his eyeballs out and save himself here.
War Council
Hoping these
constructed.
Stanson snipers are going to do it. Leader goes down. Lost a
Leader
heavy
power
supply
ready.
pad. Frenzy is back online.
He can afford a Scarab, but he doesn't have the population for it. I think he just queued up
He did.
reinforcements.
He spent the power. He spent the power on something. Yeah, on reinforcements. He could have queued it.
And it's about to be 5 bases to 1, and Almirante still on the aggressive, pushing Rock back to his main base.
Stronghold upgrade complete.
That is every single base. The entire map is completely blue. His Gales are holding
Upgrade
on
complete.
for dear life, keeping him in this game. Another grand drop
Our
comes
base
down.
is under attack.
Snipers are the only remaining counter units. Pack Brother doing a great
Being
job.
targeted by
Be able to
cloud
keep up with
troops.
these units here.
Raid camp
The
constructed.
map is completely goo.
Get it?
Yeah, blue goo.
Get it?
One squad here.
5 snipers at the back. Once they're gonna try and chase them down.
They're attacking us. Leader power ready.
Cataclysm now back
Cataclysm
up.
is
Could be the
back.
nail in the coffin for Rock.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
If we see that leader come out, he's on his way out. He's 22 seconds away. Oh, it's a Voltite Scarab that's 22 seconds away.
Harvester
no.
constructed.
Oh, never mind. It's Fortis. Never mind.
You
That's a
suck,
Voltite
man.
Scarab.
Got me
Sorry,
excited.
I got you excited. Huh? I thought he was playing to win. Nope.
Harvester constructed.
Fortis,
Yeah,
more
thought he was
pack
playing to win.
Leader power ready.
Might see some.
Oh, Infusion Wake. This could be
Leader
the play
point
here.
earned.
Yeah, might see some goobacks coming out. Base is weak. A lot of the pads are half health. Literally, the second the Cataclysm goes off, if the snipers are stood in it, they're gonna melt instantly. They're just gonna disappear. That's how low their health bars are.
Harvester constructed.
Here comes the leader now, Voridus walking
Eyeballs
up.
out.
Raid camp constructed.
Big bag Vorty. Coming in hot.
The Maelstrom going down on the snipers with the Vortex as well.
Oh.
And there's the Cataclysm.
Ah.
Look at the snipers
The leader's
disappear.
flying.
He's got the leader here. Invig goes down as
got-
well. And he's just going to walk
33
around this
population.
base and set it alight.
Leader power ready.
Again, Rockgen is completely broke here. Still saving up for his ODSC. Got his big drop
Our
back in the
base is
pocket.
under attack.
Can't afford it though. He's losing all of his pads. Another drop coming out of Almirante, sitting at 98 population versus 29.
Our allies are in trouble.
And Almirante has been bullying Rock Generation with Pack Brother, Marauders, and Grenadiers this entire game. Another slam coming down, providing debuffs. Slam with the Archer missile comes down. This is gonna put Almirante back to 89 population.
Back to 89
Replaced by a
population.
drop.
Yeah, replaced by a
Replaced with a
drop,
drop
as
there.
well.
Our base is under attack.
And again, look at the map, guys. In the bottom right-hand corner, he only has 2 minis, no pads, no secondary base. Still
Augmented
hanging on to
harvester
one node.
upgrade complete.
Game's been far from over. Again, we have to realize that Rockgen chose this leader for Almirante, thinking he would have an advantage, but I definitely don't agree with the cutter pick. Almirante now working on the production buildings here, and Rock still refuses to quit.
I feel like we've been in this spot for 10 minutes, casting Almirante,
we
strip
have.
the base,
For
and
nothing,
only
yeah.
just 3 pads of drops.
Rock won't
The
not
amount of
quit, I
engagement
don't
going
know
down,
why.
that is a good Spartan Slam there, though.
With the OD, yeah. The ODSC might set and slam right on top of it.
Where is that sniper? Where do you want us?
Look at the eco difference.
Our allies are in danger.
Do we have a Scarab yet? No, just grunts.
Nope.
Literally just building grunts.
Their troops are brave, but stupid.
And Rock will not quit unless his main is gone.
And even then, he waits out the timer. Invig
Ah,
back up
annoying.
again. That's how long we've been at this base. This is the 3rd Invig during this engagement, and it is surrounded everywhere. There is goo absolutely everywhere for Rock.
And Almirante realizes that Rockgen is not going to leave unless his base is fucking killed. So now he's not messing around, man. He's just maining the base now as he should. Vutex coming down on the ODC stun. Mine's coming down. ODST, mine's coming down. Got some great connects there. It really doesn't matter. Snipers are still trying to clean up. Everything is still maining the base, ignoring the fact that everyone's
Slowly manning the base.
with Pack Brother. Rockgen just lost to Pack Brother. And still refuses to quit. Finally, backs on out. Rock on the plank here. He's got to win this next 2 games to stay, at least get a fighting chance to stay in the series. Again, Almirante double chose a leader and was penalized by having Rock Generation choose his leader for him. We all thought he would choose an advantage over Vortis. We did see Almirante still come on top. Again, these are the grand finals of our World Series event. 2-0 is going to be the current score as Almirante is leading. And of course, the third map is going to be Vault. Yay.
You had to say that. I was trying to skip that.
You know, Rock is sitting there reading every single rule. He's not going to let it go to Frontier.
Oh, I mean, it's a big vicious.
No, he really messed it up. He really fucked it up. Oh, Lord. Almirante typing in chat, Rockgen, what leader would you like me to play?
Oh, God.
He said, I think Rock is tired. A lot of disrespect coming out.
We're all tired.
A lot of disrespect. Yeah, we're all very exhausted, but ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the World Series. This is finishing up Season 1 here. This is our first and second place potential holders going at it in the finals here. Rock Generation has to win this series to be able to play another set to be able to try to be our winner of today. So far, he is 2-0 versus Almirante. Rock Gen has picked his leader. Did you put it on Frontier or is this Vault?
Frontier.
Oh, yes.
Isabel versus Voridus. Let's go, baby.
And now Rockgen has opted in for
Rockgen's
Voridus.
going to be giving Almirante some of his own goo.
Hopefully he can back that up there as Almirante has opted in for his trusty Isabel. Again, another off meta pick here. We saw him go Pavium, forced to play Voridus, and now has chosen Isabel. Hasn't brought out any of the main leaders here. Gonna opt in for Almirante here. He's gonna opt in for a double Marine, double supply pad.
Is that your son?
They're trying to. They're fake barking, they're trying to fake bark and piss off the dogs so he can chase them.
Well, it might be more fun than what's going on right now in this series.
Yeah. See what I'm missing out on?
Chopper reporting.
Rockgen trying to hold on to a game that he lost already. Double supply pad, chopper opener for Rock Generation. Looks like he can test some power here. A lot of map presence coming out of red. A lot of units are in the center of the field.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
Almirante opening up a triple supply pad, has picked up a first mini already. The mini is going to be scouted combat spoils above the chopper, so that you do realize that he went
Power.
combat spoils
Build some
0.1.
extractors.
Rock
Yeah,
Generation
some
already
early
seeing
money
himself
going in
here.
from Rock here, and that was going up really fast. Both players opening triple harvester, want to pick up a lot of minis. Almirante actually going for his third mini base right now. Nobody opting to go for the side power as of yet.
Nope. Looks like Almirante is trying to pick some minis, but it's going to end up getting stolen by Rock Generation. Picked up
Power
just enough
extractor
supply pads
constructed.
from shooting at that mini to be able to soar on and steal this
Chopper
and
under
afford it
assault
at
from
the same
enemy
time.
troops.
Has a generator down.
Mini base
It is
complete.
on timer to be queued up to be upgraded. You see two minis to two. One overextended mini coming out of Rock Generation and a rack going
Harvester
down on that
constructed.
center mini as well.
Mini base complete.
Our base is under attack.
Generator now being upgraded finally by both players. Not seeing any
Supply pad
armory
constructed.
coming out of Almirante. Actually, no production coming out of Almirante.
Supply pad constructed.
There's the armory. He swaps the supply pad for the armory now. Could be a late Spartan though. A couple of jump pack brutes should be out by the time he is.
Yeah, especially the fact that he lost his own power as well. Rockgen picked up the left wing. No one's contested for the right.
Harvester constructed.
And Almirante not looking too good of a situation here. We're seeing 26 population and versus 18 coming out of Rockgen. Almirante, Rockgen spamming for his life here. Brutes coming on out. Looks like the focus is going to be the center mini. You do see a supply pad on that stolen mini. Rockgen's gonna come in for the scout.
Harvester constructed.
He's already applying aggression on that back mini as well. One grenadier drop on hold position along with the grunt as well. Combat spoils are going to be utilized very, very well as we see his supply pad income soaring through the sky here as he's multi-prong attacking a couple of bases.
Alice 130 reporting.
Alice finally out. 3 minutes 20 seconds, but there is a lot of harassment coming out from Rock Generation. Takes down the mini in the center. Does have combat spells on there. Almirante does not choose to recycle it. I've seen a War Council come up somewhere from Rock. Yeah, in the center of the map, a War Council has come up from Rock Generation. While he's on the aggressive.
Our base is under
Hijack
attack.
about to be researched. Rock Generation at 43 population to 24 of Almirante, and he's very much playing defensively now. Second generator coming up. About to be 5 mini bases to
Turret
1
constructed.
in favour of Almirante, in favour of Rock Generation. My bad.
Yeah, 47 population versus 27. The map's looking very red. Fortis looking in a great position here. Going to be very
Generator
hard for
constructed.
Alice to be able to hold solely. Second gen is online. Turret is coming up. Going to try to secure this side mini.
130
Turret upgraded.
fire from ground troops.
I'm receiving fire from hostile ground troops.
Our base is under attack.
Rock about to pick up his third power node, just sitting in the middle of the map at the moment while Almirante tries to clear out the mini bases with just Marines.
Brock looks super comfortable on this map. He's spamming for his
Turret
life. Got a couple of
constructed.
brutes. Took that center mini out, causing harassment in the background with that brute once more.
Generator
Dropped a
upgrade
grenadier
complete.
drop in the middle of these
Our base is
Marines.
under
Alice
attack.
left for just a second. Now the army is in peril.
Jackrabbit
61
ready to let
population
loose,
versus
sir.
36. 3 turrets up and more Jackrabbits coming out for Almirante.
Yeah, we have double upgraded
That is
generator
lucky.
from Rock Generation. We have 21 grunts with shrapnel rounds and a Vorodis leader right now. Why ability
Comes
go
the slam.
down? That looks pretty early to me
Augmented
from Rock
extractor
Generation.
He's gonna invig it. Gonna soar on. Look how fast it soars on.
That's
This is an
early,
infantry
though?
turret. Makes a hard right.
What is he
Saw an
doing?
infantry turret. Made a hard right. Did not want to deal with that.
I'll make you pay for this affront.
Slam goes down, William
back
Atlas,
him down.
but
He's gonna
misses.
whip it.
Only a couple of grunts there. It could have been so much more costly. And here comes the shrapnel rounds on Alice. Alice is going to fall. Kills the real Alice, so this Alice is fake and going to be doing a lot of damage.
Mini base complete.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to fight the anti-infantry turrets. Does know he has map control. He's gonna probably most likely decide to expand here.
Yeah, he's
Hasn't,
gonna play safe.
queued up T2.
Hostile
Has
ground
pure
troops
map
spotted.
controls.
Our
Gonna
base is
feed off
under
his mini
attack.
once more. Has 3 nodes. Has to upgrade them to be able to keep feeding himself because he has to naturally eco since he's not gonna poke at that base anymore. Almirante still 200 power
Armory
away from being
constructed.
in Tech 2.
Under fire from
Trying to show a presence on top mid. He's gonna decap some of these
Our base
nodes
is
here
under
with
attack.
his
Jackrabbits.
Jackrabbit.
Constructed.
It's not gonna sack that mini. He's gonna continue feeding Vortis here. Vortis opted in for an expansion here.
Yeah, meanwhile,
Not seeing
Rock
any
is in
production
Tech 2
forward.
with an expansion as well.
Yeah, we're not seeing any forward production, so let's see if Rock opts in to stick with Grunts, possibly going for Pack Brother. The upgrade for the leader there, it's gonna be a T2 leader. I'm gonna say 15 seconds out from being into
base
tech.
is under attack.
Rock still has not built anything at home after being into tech, has just upgraded his leader.
Outpost constructed.
Pack Brother is now being researched.
Joking.
70,
Power ready.
70 population versus 80.
We've got two anti-infantry
anti-infantry
turrets.
First.
Invig coming down again with the leader. Going to be starting to harass this armory. Heal going down because Almirante really wants the Spartan out.
Our base is under attack.
The Spartan that isn't building. Oh, it is? Yeah, just one shot.
Yeah.
Garage constructed.
Alice is going to be denied full presence here. 21 population versus 72. Again, Pack Brother was researched. No foundries coming down. Third generator being sat at home for Rock Generation, as well as a shield generator.
Leave me alone.
Don't know what he's assuming Alice is going to backdoor him with.
Mac Blast.
Rock Gen
all
almost
three
in
gens.
T3.
boom.
Armory constructed.
Boom, done.
Ground troops.
Start that eco.
Kodiak ready for
Rock
duty,
Gen
sir.
queuing up T3. That is 50 seconds out. 72 population. It's going to push back up in here as soon as Frenzy is back online.
Supply pad constructed. Watchtower
He's got
constructed.
Grunts on hold in every position of Almirante's expansion.
Leader power ready.
I don't know what Almirante can do at this point, and he's now
Turret
pulling a rock.
upgraded.
And he's
Kodiak's
not going to
coming
back
out.
on out. Pulling the classic Liam White with
Supply
the
pad
Isabel play.
upgrade complete. Our
I'd do
base
it
is
better
under
than
attack.
this. I'd have about 7 Kodiaks.
Oof.
Kodiak systems all checked and ready.
Almirante has one sneaky node off to the side, far right of Rock Generation's base.
Yeah, Rock's forced
Augmented
Almirante into this
extractor
position
upgrade complete.
with that pure aggression on Tech 1. Killing Alice as well. We've got 3 anti-infantry
Well,
turrets and 2 Kodiaks.
Almirante now sleeping on Rock and playing super lazy.
Leader power ready.
Should see a slam. Oof,
Power
Alice upgraded now.
extractor constructed.
Slam comes down.
With Invig.
Invig comes down.
Trendy drop as well.
Mac
with
Blast,
pushing
slam.
these. Ooh.
They're braver than I thought.
Where are the turrets at? What are they shooting?
They're shooting the leader. The leader's almost dead. The leader does fall, but he manages to get the Invig off. Wolverine coming out from Almirante for some reason.
A lot of damage coming out of these grunt mines here. This whole left side of the base might be potentially stripped.
Stronghold upgrade complete.
Wants to hang on to that generator.
Our
Gonna
base
pop
is
a
under
heal.
attack.
Yeah, he'll coming down. He just killed
Also
most
going to
of
save
those
his
grunts.
production. 37 population versus still 74. Alice chasing down all these units here. Shield is not back up.
The enemy has sent in their demons!
Augmented
Rock
extractor
Gen, we have to
upgrade
remember that Rock Gen
complete.
is in T3. He has a scarab that's 92 seconds
Our
out.
base is under attack.
Don't know how Almirante is going to try to hold that. Advanced logistics coming online here for Rock Generation. Again, he has vision on every single building that could potentially be an expansion for Almirante. Another War Council coming up in the front half here.
Grunt squad under attack from one.
He's got 3 War Councils down. Logistics 2 is coming online in
We've
10
lost a
seconds.
power node to the
Another War
enemy.
Council will come out to try to get the leader, and another one is probably going to upgrade the leader at the same time.
Upgrade complete. Augmented harvester upgrade
Yeah, as soon as the
complete.
Scarab comes out, He should pretty much be able to push and end the game. 2 seconds, Scarab's about to come out. Almirante only really has a couple of Kodiaks and 3 anti-infantry turrets, so should be able to main that
Mini
base,
base
kill it,
complete.
end this game, and Rock Generation will pull a game back.
Let's play Ashes next time. Thanks. Not well.
Mirage?
Scarab is soaring across. Yeah, ooh, that's even better. Yes.
Supply pad
Scarab is
constructed.
soaring across the center of the map. Rockgen has discovered this random node.
Researched.
Been online for Almirante for quite some time. Alice has come in trying to challenge the Scarab herself. This is 5th point already for.
Oh, the Ghost in the Machine
Oh.
takes the Scarab away. And Rock wasted the Y ability on the hero, so he will not be able to use that
This
invade
is a
to help
challenge.
the Scarab. Yeah.
Kind of a desperate play. It's not. He wasting the Y ability.
Wasting
as
the
well.
Y ability as
Trying
well,
to drag
yeah.
it.
Rock
Try to drag it
Charge
into
by
the
the
turret.
I still don't
pin.
think he has enough to deal with
Our
it.
base is under
He's gonna
attack.
smoke it now.
Cataclysm,
Leader
was that
power
popped
ready.
already? I think Cata was already popped.
Don't they know shooting a scarab will only make it mad?
Is that Cataclysm or is that regular goo?
Wow.
This
Yeah,
goo was
fair.
like blue for me. It was underneath the Scarab when he shot.
Well, that's just part of the Scarab. Yeah. It's volatile.
No, when he
as well.
shot, the goo was blue.
Upgrade complete. Our base is under attack. The cowards are shelling me from a distance.
And
Why
it's
have they
like
backed
watching
up?
a golf game.
We're gonna be pushing up with
Like
the
I'm a golf
invade.
caster.
Heal the Scarab back up, and Scarab can put in a lot of damage. There is the
There,
Cataclysm on the army.
Leader point
Scarab
earned.
gets smoked, so he's gonna have to be forced to walk on the army.
Destroy those vehicles.
Again, smoke coming down. Cataclysm doing a lot of damage to this base.
Allies are in trouble.
Did a full lap.
Ha! It barely stings.
I don't know why the Scarab isn't dying. I mean, these units are not dying.
Constructed.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, it's
But
going
they're definitely doing
on,
damage
man.
to the Scarab. I don't know. He's sitting in smoke again. Base is stripped.
Enemy artillery
And
incoming.
Almirante's not quitting. Rock is now bot Almirante. Oh, thank God.
Hey.
Alright, game number 4. Yeah. What'd you say, baby?
I guess we'll go to Ashes.
Oh, Mirage. Oh, shit. you said that.
It's not in the map rotation, so.
Alright, score is 2-1. Rock Generation still on the rope series. Gotta win this one. Keep it in the series.
Sound like you want to you want to hear Rock win. I mean, if it went to a second series and Rock somehow manages to pull this off, I think we would have to postpone the finals.
Yep. Again, ladies and gentlemen, these are the World Series, the grand finals here. Score is 2-1 in favor of Almirante. He wins the next game. Close out this tournament. What is the boomer typing?
He wants Vol.
I don't. This should have been over like 3 hours ago, man. What did he say?
I mean, Ash is just as bad as Vault, in my opinion. He wants Vault. It should have been Vault first, so let's do Vault rather than waste more time.
Sounds good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, game number four here. Trying to kick things off here on Vault.
Was it Anders Yap who was banned?
Yes.
Yes. Oh boy.
All right, Almirante opting in for Johnson. Rock Generation is on the flank here. Busting out the Desi. Anders Yap is banned. No repeats coming out of either player. You shall be penalized. Game number 4 going down on Vault.
And Johnson
Check out.
versus Decimus. Ooh-ah.
Check out Rock Generation. He's opened a chopper supply pad. Curious to see where this chopper is going to go. If he's going to play a lot of T1 here and try to be aggressive and steal a mini, or if he's going to try to gain center control here by taking a double mini in the 2 winged minis here.
Harvester constructed.
We are seeing that rally point set to the side of Almirante's base. Almirante's going to opt in to open up Gen 2nd here.
Rocket's going to go for that mini steal as well, and he might just get it since Almirante just picked up the double.
Generator constructed.
Right, Almirante did not open up with the starting unit. He had his first opening unit go take the power, but he's going to take that double mini off the rip. So it looks like Almirante does want to be very aggressive, but he's susceptible to having this mini stolen, which is exactly what's going to happen. I was coming close here. You can almost afford it. This Marine.
He's got 50 blue.
He
He's got 50 blue.
No, he spent his
Yeah, Rock's gonna get it.
He sees this chopper though. He's probably gonna unqueue it. And Rock Generation's gonna get the steal. He canceled the supply pad trying to pick it back up. So now he's gonna replace it with a barracks.
Yeah, Almirante immediately
here.
putting a barracks down.
And replaces the supply pad onto the double mini there. Now the new rally point is set to the side of Almirante, and Rockgen is not messing around here. Pure aggression.
Chopper Brute,
Gen
Chopper
3rd
Brute.
build.
4-minute Desi win coming up. You ready?
Yep,
Harvester constructed.
that's exactly what he's aiming for.
Our base is under
He has
attack.
not left the space at all. That Rax is almost online. One
Yeah, he
flamer
wants to
is
try and pick out
coming
as
on
many
out.
flavors as he can. Marine comes out. Base is locked. Flavor follows up. Flavor follows up because the Ram got exhausted there by Almirante. Couple of grunts as well. Gonna be engaging this army. Rockjet does have the
I
numbers
don't
here. The brutes are coming out.
I think these players are just as exhausted. We're seeing some very sloppy gameplay coming out of both players here.
Ready to scout.
Almost a desperate attempt coming out of the good old classic chopper brute play here. No supply, I mean, no turrets coming out of Almirante. He does have a Johnson working in the background, 30 seconds out.
That Johnson's a long way away
choppers.
though. He has to run all the way back home to help defend this, and there's 3 choppers here now going to be picking off most of the Marines and Flamers. And Almirante is in a lot of trouble right now. Still has a Vortex up his sleeve, and the chopper rams the supply pad instead of the units. OP, man.
We're under fire.
Nice micro rock.
Johnson's on his way.
Good Pat Bruce focusing.
Needs a
the
turret
barracks.
But he cannot afford it. These are now 4 choppers here with 2 brutes focusing the production building. Almirante in a lot of trouble here. Vortex is still in the pocket for Rock Generation.
Yeah, I think he
An
might just
overseer
save that for
brutes
the
on
leader.
that side
But
base.
look at it. He's pelicaning home. Almirante is pelicaning home on defense. So he has not taken bunker. He wants to get the army there as quickly as possible. There is a couple of weak choppers. The barracks does fall. Vortex is up, like you said. Drops right on the back there with the Johnson leader. Immediately stuns him with the Vortex going down as well, but they're not focusing him, so they're not going to get as much damage as he wants on that Johnson leader. Vortex has been wasted. Heal going down.
A lot of choppers here still. Stagger Sons are
Bruce
definitely
as
doing
well.
a lot of damage. More brutes coming in as
Siphon
well.
coming
Siphon
down
comes
from
down
Rock
out of
with
nowhere.
a heal.
Heal comes down out of...
Everything going down to try and defend Almirante's base here. He's only lost the barracks so far. If he loses this leader, it is going to be game over.
6 population.
Jump at Brute flying in. You see the shadow. Stuns the Johnson and Almirante resigns.
Boy. And we have to go to game number 5.
Now it is Ashes.
The classic chopper brute phase gonna pay off for Rock Generation and take him to the last potential game of this series. That's gonna go down immediately on
Ashes.
That
All
was
right.
very quick.
My
win
prediction
for
is
Rock
coming
Generation.
in. If Almirante wins this, it's going to be 3-2 to Almirante. If not, we are going to be going to a second series, but it has already been clarified with the players that that series will be postponed until next week.
Yep. Almirante opting in for his lead already. Definitely some sloppy gameplay. They're probably just as exhausted as we are. Rockgen's gonna pull out the classic chopper brute opener here. I almost felt like one turret would have made all of the difference coming out of Almirante. I think a supply pad 4th instead of that barracks and a turret would have been very helpful.
Go. Now Almirante is pulling out the stops. He's going to be picking Decimus versus Colony.
Almirante,
Both two really good leaders.
And this is a very good matchup here. It's definitely gonna be a fun matchup to watch. They definitely go toe to toe, but Desi should eventually win this. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Now,
It
I mean,
just
they
depends
both
on
have
the
heals.
micro and battle.
Decimus's heals just come a lot earlier, so he gets that healing power spike. But tanky leader, Goliaths, anything can happen in this matchup.
Anything can happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is game number 5 in the best of 5 series. Winner takes all. Almirante opting in for a supply pad chopper opener. Take again. They're over here at Rock Generation. He's gonna open a skitterer first.
Skit chop, I
Supply
believe
pad
he'll have.
as well.
No, double skitterer is opening.
Double.
Gem with a
So-
double skitterer.
That's 2 skitters. So definitely Rock not going in for the all-in Rax first play here. I'm seeing the rally point set for both players in the center here. Double skitterer versus a chopper and a grunt. It looks like a grunt's going to kind of overextend here and possibly go for a mini steal.
Augmented
Going to be halted by the chopper. Skitterer comes on in to challenge the grunt that is taking the large bundle there. Almirante is going to waste no time with that garrison grunt. He's going to soar away. Skitterer's microed back and forth here, challenging for the big power.
Yeah, he should be able to get it as well. He's gonna pick off the grunt. Backing away too much there, though.
That's stupid.
Show what he's doing. The grunt's just gone
Second
back to pick up
skater
the
is
power.
rallying. At Rock's second natural gas there.
So Almirante kind of being bullied in every engagement on the map by these Skiers. He's going to lose 2 grunts, and the Skiers are going to be able to pick up the power. They're now moving towards the chopper to try and deny that power. So good play by Rock Generation so far.
Augmented extractor upgrade complete.
I've seen a Rax 5th coming out of Rock Generation. Does have a couple skitterers still in the field. Hasn't opted in to take any minis.
Power
Almirante has now picked up
extractor
1 mini.
constructed.
Has sights on a second. Got majority of didn't relinquish a lot of the gas on the map here. Almirante opting in for a double generator. Has now picked up his second mini. Looks like Rock is opting in for a lot of aggression here. We're seeing these Goliaths being pumped. Normally we see this accented with an Apex, and that might happen on this backside mini here as it was just picked up.
Augmented extractor upgrade
It's going to be 3
complete.
minutes to 3. Perfectly evenly split down the map. Goliath's coming out.
Mini
Rock
base
Generation.
complete.
Only difference is second gen coming out of Almirante, and he's had these minis for quite some time. They are getting supply pads down on them now.
Harvester
Setting up for that
constructed.
third one in the backside there.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete. Chopper under attack from enemy troops.
Almirante getting a lot of information here. He's going to catch this Goliath skid over ball. He's going to be expecting that here pretty soon.
Doubling back for that mini as well.
Reporting for battle.
See a lot of skitters marching down the middle of the map right now with the Goliaths, and Almirante double generator, no turrets.
No turrets, 11 population versus 30.
Wait, what does he actually have to defend this? What's
Nothing.
he been doing?
Nothing. He's got
Shrapnel
grunts that are on
rounds.
hold, and you got to
Hungry for blood.
He's upgrading to shrapnel rounds. That's going to cost him 450. But Goliath's coming up,
pick
skitters,
up
but
ones
he
out.
does not have a lot of choppers, and they take about 24 seconds to build.
Complete.
That's only 1 Goliath though, so if he can get in there, that'd be
Shrapnel
great.
rounds researched.
He's got 3 choppers on the field now.
I mean, I believe this engagement is probably going to go on long enough for him to get the Goliath drop here as well. The skitter is
Does have a vortex
going to be
in the
focusing
pocket.
the. Oh, that's
Oh,
the
he's gonna
perfect
vortex the
vortex!
skitters.
Takes down 4 skitters with
Wow.
that vortex to 1 chopper. He couldn't have asked for anything better there.
Now it'd be a lot easier to pick these Goliaths.
Skitter's going to
here.
try and attach to
And
a
we still got a
Goliath. And he
vortex in
does
the
save
pocket.
that skitter. He just used the vortex.
Rock's getting. I mean, Almirante's.
He's
getting
been in the
here.
base! Oh my god! Rock Generation with his
God.
sneaky plays here. He's going to get it as well with a heal. Needs to start ramming some of these units.
Oh my God.
Goliath's not focusing the base now. They're going to be focusing the choppers, but should still fall. Almirante sacking all of his pads. Rock Generation
Oh
going to be
my
taking the series.
God.
Almirante has lost all of his bases. He can afford another one, but what's he going to do to pull
Is
this
he going to
back?
do it? Oh my God.
We
Sets the
should
generator
stop
on the
losing
backside.
power.
Has 2 supply pads that are upgraded on his wings. He's got to buy this base, if not the forward one. Has a brute for vision. Jesus Christ. What did I just watch?
3 Goliaths manned on the base
Oh
after 4
my
Skitters got
God.
ripped by a vortex. And here's the rest of the army coming. We have choppers, Skitters, Goliaths. Almirante on a 26-second clock while the Goliaths are trying to maintain his main base. Beam comes down for Almirante. That is
an
all of
expensive
his
beam for
resources.
Almirante.
Takes down the Goliath, takes down a chopper. The other Goliath and Skitters do manage to escape.
Oh my God.
Rockgen with the better eco. He will have a Goliath drop very shortly as well. He just needs vision.
Their troops are
Almirante
Wow.
losing every chopper in that engagement.
6
Down to
population.
6 population.
versus
Almirante
27.
resigns
No base
and
for
Rock
nothing, just like
Generation
that.
takes
Rock
the
Generation
first
going
series 3 to
to
2.
Take that.
Wow.
Wow.
A complete turnaround. The reverse sweep from 2-0 down. Rock Generation is going to take it to a second series, which
Reverse
unfortunately
sweep,
is
gold
going to be
Rock
delayed.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. I have to head on out. It is dinner time. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching this World Series event. We watched the grand finals, Almirante versus Rock Generation. We'll take that 3-2. Just want to thank my caster and all of the admin that showed up today, and everybody, all of the players that showed up, and all of the viewers that stuck it out and watched the finals of this outcome of this series. My name's Lethal F, baby. I gotta go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Lethal. Alright guys, so make sure you do follow us on Twitch, Twitter, join the Discord to find out when we will be rescheduling the next set of the grand finals and who's going to take home that prize. We'll reschedule that with the players. It will be sometime next week. I am Liam. You've been casting with Lethal. Make sure you follow us on Twitch as well. It is on the screen. Well, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you next time.